Okay.
Okay,
I will
a
press
button is pressed.
my button.
Several buttons are typing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're back.
Hello, welcome back, everybody, to Judiciary Outcomes' second session. Litigious Combat Robots. A small mech company of... It's about 12 actual active pilots. By 12, I mean 11, I think. Yes, I in fact mean 10. Not either of the other two things I just said. No, it's 11, right. Fuck. Okay.
And this makes 12.
There's a company charter that says we have 12 active pilots. Sometimes some of us have to be 2 people.
Look,
It's
we're
fine.
lawyers in here. We have to have different amounts of people working depending on who's asking. So it's no big deal. It's just the paperwork. It's fine.
There are legally 12 people's worth of hours actually available in this company on any given financial season. Only 11 people are actually employed. There's a little bit of content overworking.
You'll probably get a legal person out
See-
of that.
See, the problem is sometimes somebody on the paperwork keeps counting Hearth, but Hearth isn't actually an employee.
Oh shit, that's right. That means it's only 10.
And this makes 13.
Depending on who's asking, the ship itself is one of the pilots.
Right. Of which 5 are
I put a
our
tape recorder
pieces.
of my voice in one of the robots when an inspector came by and was like, "Yeah, man, it's sentient. Listen," and then just played it. And it was like, "Yeah, that's me. I'm the robot. I'm a guy."
Hello, it's me, the
Yeah, that makes
robot.
sense.
My name is Risk Management. Right, now it's of which 4 plus 1 who's not actually an employee but is a contractor who is working alongside them for oversight reasons are our PCs. And the last thing that happened was you just basically busted down the defenses of an asshole spite fence. A gigantic wall that was built between 2 separate farms, where they were just really just... One of them was being a huge asshole to the other and just making sure that they had as much of the land available to them as possible.
A dispute between corn and slightly different corn.
Mm-hmm. They were basically just trying to bully the other one out of the land base, more or less. Anyway, that situation has been solved. And now, probably some weeks down the line, because the work doesn't actually come out for every single day. Not even close, especially because you have to do space travel in the baronies out here. And there is, of course, a lot of... You actually mostly do work out in the frontier worlds of it, rather than in any of the, more densely populated ones. Are there any NHPs on staff? No.
Not yet.
Well, none that are on staff. Twinfree up there might have one available to her in some manner. Who knows? Yeah, relativistic travel in that it feels like weeks for you, but outside could actually be around a year. That actually can happen. And so I don't know what you're doing here at the start of the session, but whatever it is you're doing, you get another ping of, hey, work to be had. Most of the rest of the crew is actually just asleep right now. You basically have never seen Kyoko sleep, so who knows when she does that. But to everyone else, yeah, they have pretty normal humans sleep schedules.
Normal surface human sleep schedules.
Yes.
People who let
Mostly.
the rotation of a big ball of iron dictate how they live their lives. The rubes.
It's just, normal human circadian rhythm stuff. Sure, it is dictated by the big ball of light, but hey. Well, how does Clarkson sleep normally? Is he like one of those people who sleeps like a half hour 6 times a day?
Maybe. Depends on what the job requires.
So we're getting woken up, is what you're saying?
Unless you were already awake.
All right, risk management opens up, and Gibraltar falls out because he just sleeps in there. It's just a really good chair, basically. It's great. Have you ever sat in one? Very comfortable.
I believe that is also the case with Witchproof. However, his actually has like living accommodations.
Yes,
Risk
there's an
management
actual
doesn't.
bed that Clarkson is not in right now.
Mine's just a gamer chair that Gibraltar
Disgusting.
slunks out of into the other room.
Clarkson was probably up what other people consider late, taking the time to actually assemble his new equipment from all of its constituent parts, because he never trusts a printer to actually put something together the way he wants it to be. He always ends up having to make adjustments anyway, so he just prints components and then builds them.
Hearth is in the cafeteria sleeping on a bench because fucking paperwork did not go through. He still does not have a living quarters.
Salt
Listen.
was up. Yeah, go ahead.
You don't have a living quarters yet because you've not actually just dug out one of these like leftover rooms on the ship and filled it with stuff. That's what they all did. Everyone just claimed a room.
He's waiting for somebody to tell him that he's allowed to do that.
That's fair. No one will tell you that you're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
You just got to figure that shit out yourself.
Salt is up late editing together commercials and creating really tacky thumbnails for them. From footage of our last mission.
Mm-hmm.
Hans is
All right.
happy that he snuggled a bunch of liquor bottles onto the ship and paid Collingwood off with one so she would make the mech for him with all the upgrades because he doesn't want to do that shit.
That absolutely happened. The funny thing is that you probably don't actually have to smuggle liquor on, but the fact that you do makes it a little bit cheaper. And, well,
There's probably
it
been
just
a
means that no one
standoff.
knows you have it, more or less.
There's probably been a
That's the idea.
standoff between Clarkson and Kyoko that if either of them catches the other asleep, they will rush in and start meddling with their stuff as the two rival techies on the ship.
Well, boss calls you in to talk to you in person because he just does that, even though he could just tell you, talk to you over whatever thing that tells you time to get in there. He could just, send you a message that way. But no, he makes sure that you're actually there in person because of decorum.
Salt takes the couch, but makes sure to spread over it so nobody else can have any other part of it.
There we go. That's the smart move.
Hearth shuffles
Gibraltar
in.
just sitting
Walks
around
up
the
to the
room.
couch, sees Salt is upset, and lies down behind the couch.
Greetings, Team 2. How are you doing tonight? I'm sure I might have actually just woken you up. Not too much, not too bad sleep, I'm assuming.
Do we have beds anywhere? I've been sleeping on the couch.
Yep. Well, you can go furnish one if you wanted to.
To be honest, I haven't walked past the cafeteria. I don't know what's on that end of the ship.
Yeah, I don't think either side of the other parts of the ship have been mapped yet. If you wanted to, we'll get to it eventually.
This is set in character.
Yes.
How big is
Listen,
the ship anyway?
The consultation is surprisingly large. It's more or less a small colony ship. You could turn it to be self-sufficient.
And we're using like, I don't know, 5,000 square feet of it.
More or less. We have a lot of room to expand. That's important in the future.
Well, it's
Keep
going to
that
be
in
good because we're going to
mind.
be getting all these new robots soon, right? You put in the work order for that.
Well, we did in advance, but you still don't quite have the license available to get them. But
Hey, I'm reading the
moment you do-
manuals. I'm trying to
the
learn
mo-
this shit.
the moment you do, they'll be in. Trust me.
At some point during this conversation, Hearth dozes off, leaning against the wall.
Right. We have a new job, and this one's actually quite an important one. Out on the frontiers, out alongside Kraken space. This is out facing one of the ends of the galactic arms, more or less. So distant and like not very well supported at all. A planet named Kepra has its peasantry has actually organized itself and filed a class action lawsuit against its ruler.
And you said that was Kepra was the name of the
Keppra.
Okay.
I didn't
You
know
don't
the
really need
entire
to
populace of a country could file themselves as a class, but I guess I'm not the lead lawyer here.
Entire populace of a planet, in fact.
An entire class of people taking action.
So I'm assuming, like
So-
most class actions, they're going to be getting about 15 cents out of the settlement here, and we'll be taking the rest.
The important thing, from what I understand, is the legal recognition that that a lawsuit has occurred and has been recognized, and by doing so, actual attention will be directed at this planet. Which is to say, actual repercussions can happen after the fact.
Like explosive and shotgun repercussions.
More or less.
Those are the ones I'm good
getting a
at.
call. Hold on a second.
It's always so awkward when boss does these weird hour meetings and then still gets calls. You know, you think people wouldn't call this hour. Is everyone else asleep?
You'd think the secretary would take the phone.
Right? That's their job. So it's a class action lawsuit, but against who? Was it against the planet, or is it the planet doing? Is the planet the class? I'm confused.
It sounded like the people of the planet were the class.
They are the class, and they're taking action in the form of a lawsuit.
Yeah, against
Are they
someone?
are they suing the planet?
Are we okay?
Oh,
Are we
man.
down with the planet? Do we
Can
help
you-
the planet?
Can you imagine suing Gaia? Let's go. I'm in.
Whoa, Final Fantasy 9.
Phoenix Wright versus Final Fantasy 9.
Does anyone here actually have a law degree?
Me, I think I might be the only one in the group.
I'm more on the entertainment side of the law degree.
I was more for a focus on actuarial science, but kind of, sort of.
I'm
I
literally
majored
just
in
an office worker.
If Doc is going to be AFK a second, I'm going to go see if I can switch a mic, because people are saying I'm soft, so...
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. A bunch of us actually came up with commercial ideas for the group. See if I can scroll back up to some of them. Here we go. Video of a mech falling off of a wall and then exploding. Salt walks in for a muff scene. Have you fallen while working due to a lack of handrails? Does your employer refuse to pay your compensation? Call now and get what you are rightly owed. And then like explosions and eagles. Yeah.
Clarkson lounging in the foreground as some manner of incident is happening slightly out of focus in the distance. Just looks over his shoulder. That's not my problem. Looks sternly to the camera. And it's not yours either.
Yeah.
Your guild constructs protect you from unsafe working conditions. Know your rights. If you've been forced to confront paracausal entities on guild hours, you may be entitled to compensation.
So is the planet in trouble?
Yeah, I'm so
It
confused
is-
about that, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like the peasants are suing their liege.
Okay, cool. So we're with the peasants, right?
Maybe, if they're paying for it.
Yeah, if they pay
And and
Oh,
and their
jeez.
liege is the planet.
Do I need to shoot the planet?
I mean,
It's too early for these meetings.
we could probably hack the planet too.
See, this is just what happens when people live on planets.
Yeah, see, that's the real problem.
Chaos!
That's the issue. I think we can all agree. Yeah, really.
If a whole class of people have a dispute with society in space, they can just eject. Go somewhere else. Hit
Just
the bricks.
leave. Just walk away. If it sucks hitting the bricks.
Is this microphone any better? Or can no one hear me?
Please, very quiet.
Much quieter than
Yeah.
last one.
Much
Yeah.
quieter.
Yeah.
Is this any better now?
Yes, there you go. Hey.
Right here? Okay. Had the gain
Too
up
much.
all the
There's
way
the
up.
power.
Too much. Down a
Back a
little.
bit.
Down a little. Okay. Live sound test.
There you go. That's clean, and that is in the realm of boostable.
We
Yeah,
will
that
do
sounds good.
I have no idea what's happening because I have all mics up at like 100%. So
What's happening? Oh, well,
Oh,
hello.
messing with stuff.
There we go.
Well, I was going to say is what's happening is you are dealing with audio on a computer.
on a computer, yeah, which means
Oh.
it just does whatever it wants arbitrarily.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
You know, space would be better if we could just get rid of those damn planets.
Sorry about that. I just had actually a rather important call from my parents. We're good.
Oh.
It's not a big deal, but
All right.
Okay, great. So we had some
Briefing,
questions
though.
about the operation.
Are we-
namely,
Mhm.
is the planet in trouble? Are they suing the planet? Who the
They're su-
class is the people, but who is? Are we with
The-
the Oh, go ahead.
so the actual target of the lawsuit is one Kaki Ganjay. No, his name is not Kaki Ganger. That is not his name. He's the latest scion of House Kaki.
Wait, so his name is Kaki?
His name is Kaki, but his given name is Ganjay. It is not Ganger. I need
Oh,
to
okay,
emphasize
got it.
this.
So you're saying if I call him Ganger, he'll be angry.
Likely, yes. However, you're probably not going to be interacting with him specifically.
This is still important information to know.
This is the target of the lawsuit. The defendant, basically. He is accused of criminal negligence, the alienation of human rights, poor working conditions, providing poor working conditions, and fraudulent inducement of employment. And how we have received information from, well, the representatives of the class action lawsuit, primarily one, go show you this one right here, Kodomo L'Oreal. It is extremely likely that he is in fact guilty. So on the actual legal side of things, this is extremely easy. However, we need actual physical evidence of all of these things. And the primary thing that I'm asking you of is to go find that evidence. We have a plan for 2 of them. Easy, no problem. The third one is going to be up to you.
So are we having some sort of meeting with this L'Oreal?
She will be on call as necessary as a sort of operator for the mission.
Did she come up with the plan herself?
I and her worked together for the first one. The second one she had as a plan from the very beginning.
Do you think she's trustworthy?
Well, as far as anyone who's representing the entire population of the planet could be.
So not at all.
Honestly.
So the planet's not in trouble.
The planet itself is constantly in trouble, in its own way. You see, Kepra is it's a frontier world that has excellent natural resources to it, but a very poor biosphere in that it's really poor at actually supporting life. It
I'll
needs
bring the
frequent.
large bullets.
Yes. It has very frequent need of large imports of ice, more or less. Just enormous imports of ice to create in trying to improve the biosphere there and provide for life support more than it has. Its habitation and all of that. And that's getting attacked frequently by pirates, it seems like. Why they're just attacking to get ice and other life support materials is completely unknown as far as we can tell. But that shipping line is being attacked by pirates. Kakiganje frequently refuses to even recognize the existence of these pirates and does not pay for insurance because of it.
So you're saying he's screwing over the people on the planet?
It seems like, yes.
So you're saying he doesn't have insurance?
He does not have insurance, at least as far as importing these goods go.
Have you considered reaching out and getting them a connection with an insurance agent?
That's not my job.
Hey, you know what? You're right. I was out of line. I apologize.
If they're interested in going out to their insurance to support these kinds of things, that's up to them. We're just dealing with the.
Actually, wait. Hey, can you get insurance on this? This seems like kind of a rough deal.
Hearth leans up. You can get insurance on this.
You absolutely can get insurance on that.
All right. Thank you, Hearth. Thank you, Hearth. All right. Go ahead. Sorry. My apologies. I'll continue writing.
So, the plan for the first for this here is we're out. The Kepra is out in the boonies, basically. The evidence is very clear to the people on the planet of these pirates existing, of the bad working conditions, all of that. That is weird. That is actually kind of hard to make its way off the planet. Is the idea. The Omninet exists, and but it's also fucking enormous, and it's not always monitored for all this kind of thing. And more or less, the entire idea behind this class action lawsuit, the actual repercussions that Ganje would face for this, like I said, pretty much very minimal. The entire planet will maybe get 15 cents, like I said. However, if the lawsuit actually goes through and is mostly successful, honestly, it could actually still fail and it would still be relevant. That'll attract union eyes, or even maybe even just greater Kraken eyes over to the planet. And that alone would probably force Ganje and maybe even the entire Kaki house to give up control over it.
Signal boosting operation. Go in there, find whatever they want to keep quiet, and make it loud. You got it.
Exactly,
boss.
yeah.
Clarkson has just been soldering together some sub-assembly for the beam rifle for this whole meeting.
Plus, I just got this fisheye lens in, and it's gonna look great.
I really don't think that our commercials need more fisheye lenses, but that's just my opinion.
Okay, I'll note it. You're wrong, but I've written it down.
I'm taking note of your complaint, and that's it.
Yeah. So, the easiest way to find evidence of pirates. You can probably guess where I'm going here.
Load up a ship with a lot of valuables and just fly through their area.
More or less just get ambushed by pirates, isn't it? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And with that would solve that problem. That would solve that no problem. Now, as far as the second one, it's a little bit more complicated. The thing that you're going to need to investigate is actually just finding the poor working conditions, an example of the poor working conditions that is being accused of. Now, L'Oreal has in mind a particularly good just location on this. It was a mine that the bottom of it more or less collapsed and buried probably about 300, 400 miners under tons and tons of sand.
You're
So-
suggesting find the bodies.
Find the bodies, yes.
Wouldn't it be just easier to go ask all of the loved ones and relatives about what happened? Because I don't want to do any digging.
You'd need
Physical
hard
evidence, yeah.
evidence.
Hmm?
I was just saying that you would need hard evidence, whereas vocal testimony is not.
Vocal
Uh,
testimony, and they also would have, unfortunately, signed away their rights to complain about this.
how long
and-
ago is this collapse?
This collapse happened, I would say, probably around 4.5 years ago.
All right.
All right, find
Now,
some bones.
the good news
Got
is
it.
Kepra is very dry, and it's, like I said, its support of the biosphere is miserable. So those bodies almost certainly have not decayed.
Great.
The location is currently guarded, as far as we're aware.
So which of these two plans are we doing first then?
Seems like it'd
One
be
can be done
easiest.
en route.
Yeah, to get ambushed on the way over to finding the bodies.
Guess that makes sense.
Do we have any intel on these pirates?
Do we have a inbound convoy in mind, or should I fire up my old Rolodex and see what guild activity is happening in the area?
We couldn't almost certainly even set one up ourselves. Delivery if we have to. But failing that, we can just look into yes, if there is one already set up or not. Yeah, go for it. Honestly, there's nothing stopping you.
Well, sounds good to me. Once we get to the planet and find all these dead bodies, what are we supposed to do with them?
Pictures.
So it's good if we take pictures, but if no one else, oh, okay, whatever. We'll take pictures, sure. I mean,
Live stream it. Take your
Do
pick.
you want to take a body back? Do you want one? Well, you can take one. It sounds like there's a lot. If you want one, Champ, we can get one for you.
You want a souvenir?
Bags?
I suppose there's nothing stopping you from taking one of those bodies.
Yeah, you can just take one if you want, big dog. Hey, we don't gotta tell nobody.
They're
You
legal.
could
They've legally
fit
already been
a lot
buried.
of
If you just don't
skeletons
tell anyone.
in Pod 6. There's room for him.
If you just don't tell anyone, I don't think anything could stop you. I'm not a snitch.
Oh my god.
Well, as the legal person here, Gibraltar, what would we need for evidence?
I'm an actuary. That's not the kind of law I do. How do I? Oh my god. I signed on to this office to work as an actuary, and now I'm here, and I'm already pretty upset. Could you not remind me that no one even knows what I'm supposed to actually do in this office?
I mean, it seems like our two options is take a
I'm
body
sorry,
off
this is
the
like the third
planet.
time we've met.
Hey, once we get there, the client will know what they want out of us, and we
Yeah.
deliver that. And if it's good for him, great. If not, that was the contract.
We
Wait,
fulfilled
how-
the contract. That's what matters.
How many people did we tell the bigwigs we had on crew? Because
Officially, we say that there are 12 mech pilots permanently employed on crew. That's not actually the case, but
we might
that's how
want one
many
of
we
those
have.
bodies. That's what I'm saying. But you
Holy
know,
shit. Oh right, yeah, we could. Oh yeah, no, there was another guy here. He just died. Here's his skeleton. Yeah, just missed him. Sorry, officer. We didn't unregister this guy yet. Real bummer.
We have until the end of the tax season to find another employee.
Technically, Kyoko also does not count. She never passed the bar, so she doesn't actually count as a mech pilot. That's why we can't send her out on missions, even though she's the second best mech pilot in the employ.
But if we could take an NHP and bind its subjective experiences to a human body with the strength of about a fifth of a gorilla.
Listen, legally, we make a lot of cuts here in judiciary outcomes, okay? They're profitable. You all profit from them, too. It's not like we work too hard here anyway. This is the
Yeah,
first job
right.
in 2 weeks.
Oh my god. Yep. Yeah. Anyway,
All
I'm
right,
just saying,
Clarkson.
just in case, so you know.
Clarkson, if you have any connections out here to form a convoy, that'd be quite helpful.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and propose mechanics-wise that this feels like this falls in the spirit of get somewhere quickly,
Oh yeah, sure.
facilitating
I
travel.
actually have I actually have something in mind here about this. If you roll this one well, this is actually going to improve the defenses of the ship you'll be convoying on.
All right, let's give her a shot. Yeah!
Oh, excellent! Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Get on!
18 plus 2.
Nice.
Good shit.
It seems that you know a guy.
You absolutely know a guy. Let me go ahead and just tell you which guy. You know an excess surplus. That is the name of the person who runs this company, not the name of the company. The company's name is Surplus Goods, but the person running it is Excess Surplus. So Surplus Goods is a they're well known. They're like a subsidiary of IPSN, and they're a well known as being exceptionally good at sending, goods out to frontier worlds with relatively well defended ships. Now they're still freighter ships. They're not like fighters at all or anything like that. They have small arms basically, but this pretty much just expanded your ship's defenses from 2 turrets to 4. You've doubled the defenses on it, so good work on that. Let me go ahead and get that to you on the map that I will send you all over to eventually.
Yeah, Clarkson just sends a couple of text messages that contain all the usual jargon for yeah, we all know that route's about to get robbed.
So all we gotta do is just wait for the ship to show up and then take the bus to the fun.
More or less, yeah.
Sounds good. I gotta go do
If you'd
something.
like to do any more investigation beforehand, feel free. If you want to figure out stuff about these pirates in question or not, that's up to you.
No, that's not my thing, but I gotta go work on my mech, so I'm just gonna go do that right now.
In fact, if someone would like to, I could probably give you stuff that the pirates are equipped with. You don't know exactly what they're equipped with right now, aside from the fact that they are mostly piloting mobile mechs that are capable of breaching, basically.
Can I make a roll to find out more of what they have?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I could do a get a
Come
hold
out
of something
into the
if
briefing
it's hard to
corridor.
do.
I was gonna
If
say,
just-
I have 2 on investigate. If anyone has.
Or I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe we could have the briefing in the boardroom? Maybe. Instead of just in the hall outside the office.
This,
Alright.
Boardroom's
sick.
4.
Yeah, no, we just mingle
But this-
outside.
but
the
this is
office.
where the
accidentally gave
hologram
myself
projectors are.
accuracy, I think, but regardless,
The water cooler is in the hallway, and that's where we
I got a
must talk.
22. So what do they got? I got 22. What do they got?
Sorry, what about the accuracy?
Oh no, I had an accuracy setting. How does that? I think I screwed up. Yeah, no, I still had that.
So
setting, probably.
yeah, mousing over it to see what the die result was, that would be a 16 with just the raw d20 and the +2 on it.
Word.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's still a success. It's just not a because this wasn't risky. That is just a success. Getting over the 20 wasn't necessary anyway. Yeah, no, investigating about of this. There is not that much information available for any piracy in this region because there's not much information about this region. Period. It's mostly just hey, come to Kepra. We've got good work to be found here, and so on and so forth. Obviously not necessarily the case. But you do eventually find that operating out here in this area is a pirate group known as Les Sangres Corsairs, which basically, if you have any familiar with it, that's the Blood Rats, Blood Rat pirates, basically. They They're a pirate group that have a large number of small strike craft mechs. Basically, they're dangerous because they have a surprising number of them, and smaller mechs tend to be a bit more like focus fire down, just ripping things apart kind of thing. Is what I mean to say.
There's been a request for Kuvo to Loudon slightly.
Loudon?
Yes.
Is this better?
If you don't already have
Yes.
mid 200%.
Well, I got a mic with actual gain out here now, so just
Okay.
Touch more.
touch more. I will
There.
try it more.
That sounds
There
about
you go.
right.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I come back from the hangar and say, you may guys, if you don't have already, you may want to strap some EVA modules to your mech if we're going to be fighting in space. So, probably a good idea.
Definitely a good idea.
One step ahead of you. That's just always on. I am. We're gonna get caught with my pants down. Anyway. Doc,
Yes.
since we have already established that you could totally buy insurance for these type of things.
Mhm.
Can I use my background as a civil worker to call back to the company and see, hey, have we ever had any run-ins with the pirates in this area?
Good idea. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay.
Here's the thing, newbie. That's a success.
10 is
Oh,
a basic
so
success
above 10
on
is
generic
success.
actions.
There's a very simple, very simple way of determining whether or not something succeeds or not. 10 succeeds, unless it's something that's really hard, in which case it's you need a 20.
Lucky that is the background that I actually upgraded on level
Mhm.
up.
Yeah. Have there been attacks in this area recently? Is what you meant?
No. Like, have we encountered them? As in, like, do we?
Your company,
yes.
as in your. Okay.
The insurance company. Do we have any information?
Yes, actually, there's a similar planet, not similar planet nearby exactly, because it's planets and different solar systems. They're very far apart, but there is actually another planet in the galactic scale close to Kepra that has also been attacked by the Blood Rats before. You know from hearing about that. This particular group got away, and they cataloged that the Blood Rats had a number of cataphracts, which is a specific kind of the NPC mechs that have a lance that is also a gun, and they are very mobile and charge in on things a lot. Importantly, they're all pirates, and they're good at it. Every single enemy NPC here has the pirate template, which means that they can do critical hits, and they do more damage if they do.
Oh boy.
Yes.
So, Hearth walks back. Whoop, I'm on Moon's stream. Hearth walks back into the room and just says, I called some contacts. We're up against very small, very spindly mechs with lances.
Oh, that's not all of them, too. They also noted down there was also one extremely fast one that straight up, hooked onto another mech's, cockpit and just tore the pilot out directly. That was
Also-
a Hornet.
Also that, which is terrifying to me.
Mm-hmm.
I just blocked the mech, but I'm different, I guess.
So distance seems good.
Or be better at melee fight.
That's true. I kind of want to try and sweet talk the chef into making us super good meals before we go out.
Oh, easy. Yeah. Also, by sweet talk the chef, you mean talk to an AI that dispenses your meals.
Well, that, and also try to get some stuff on the ship from, I don't know, somewhere else, like meat, actual meat or something.
Me.
Real
like
meat?
from a cow.
Yeah, like from an actual cow.
Yo, this guy can
Dog.
afford real meat?
Like
you-
original meat.
You get that shit on planets. Get out of here.
Yeah.
From nature. Original meat.
They don't store that shit here.
Hey there, everyone. It's me, meat from nature.
Dang.
Meat.
So, Cataphracts, a hornet with like tearing claws.
Mm-hmm.
There is a number of other similarly like dangerous mechs in that they are fast, relatively small, get into places quickly. You are not going to be encountering any size 2 or greater mechs. There is a ship, however, and that is a ship in the game terms. It's like an alternate version of a mech that's larger and tougher, but can't make any melee attacks.
Boat fight.
Anybody good at fighting boats?
If you'd like to make any adjustments, feel free to do so now.
Yeah. No, I already got my EVA unit on, so I'm good.
Slot
Is
in an EVA
a
if you don't.
Is that a thing we actually have to do? Where do I do this?
That is one of
Do
the
I actually-
support systems. Like one of the things that you spend
Okay.
SP on. Your mech systems.
In CompCon, it's very convenient. There's the little like arrow going up and down in the corner
Yeah, swervy one.
to switch out.
Well, I mean, for my sheet on the Roll20, the one that I actually use, the click and
On-
stuff.
The last
Roll
page
20.
on mech under mech systems.
Mech systems. Okay.
Yeah, EVA module goes there. It's 1 SP.
It's just swap something out that's 1 SP or less that so you don't have access to say the grenades this fight. In exchange,
Yeah,
you're
Okay, I
able
was
to
gonna say,
move.
yeah, I don't have my smoke charges. Okay, great, done.
There
we'll
you
just
go,
assume
done.
I have it. Yeah,
That's all you need to do.
Unless it's something that you actually need to like click on to roll, I'm not too concerned with keeping things on my Roll20 sheet up to date.
Mhm.
Because otherwise, the only thing that happens if you click on a system is it just prints the contents of the box. It doesn't have any dice associated with those, so
Yeah, don't worry about it too
Oh.
much. I was just making sure to keep that track of that is all. Hey, you
So-
can actually just go out there without one, and you're able to still move out in space, no problem.
you just won't be able to
slowed.
fly. Or yeah, slow movement through void.
Yeah,
So,
you're hindered.
I guess since we're doing downtime things, I'm gonna go scrounge around the rest of the ship because apparently no one's like looked more than 5 feet to the north. So I'm gonna go do that and see if I can find any cool stuff to put on my mech for this next fight. So that's just a D20, right?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Look at that. So
Uh,
in that case, I get a reserves, right? Scrounging
I
harder. Oh, I need to choose the
believe
price I
so?
pay. Yeah, so page 55, it says I get to choose what I want from reserves, but I also have to pay something. I guess it's got to be time since we have a lot of time to spare.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So
Cool.
time, dignity, reputation. You get a reserves, and reserves as the idea is, it's something you keep in your pocket for when you want to do like deploy it during a rest. I think.
Yeah, so like I can look at the mech gear. I don't know if I get to choose what I want, but I can also roll a d20 and it will give me one of the things on the mech equipment and gear sheet on page 51.
Okay, let me look at that real quick too. I have not looked too much at the downtime stuff, and I really should. I apologize.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I was
should
trying
look
to
into
try to
that
read
too.
it the last 5 minutes to figure out how this shit works because I remember reading it, but yeah. But since I passed the save, it gives me a resource, I guess. So, or a reserve, I should say, not a resource, and I can choose from any of these 3 tables. It looks like, or roll for it, I guess.
Ah, some good stuff in here. All right, yeah, sounds good.
So, do I get to choose or do I want to roll for it?
No, you can just choose.
Okay, well that's easy. That's core battery. I'm getting that one.
All right, core battery is second use of Mech's course. Oh, good shit. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's a pretty easy choice.
All right. Surplus goods here. Clarkson, Mr. Isaias. Do you want us to? Do you want to work with us on a sort of pirate ambush?
Yeah, that was about the spirit of the idea. Clarkson is back to. There's a lot of sound of welding and other tech things happening over the phone.
That is
as
standard.
He's just continuing
That is
to do
standard like
stuff.
spacer sounds going on at any given time. So that's not
Space
weird on
noises.
either side of this. Yeah. Well, normally, I normally we probably wouldn't go for this kind of thing, but you see, our direct employer and owner of the company, frankly, IPSN makes a very extreme anti-piracy stance, and we would very much like to get in some good bearings there. We're down. We will provide. What exactly do you need us to load up on the ship? Do you think that would be necessary for the attack to happen?
All right, guys. So I suppose then would pass along the information we have about what the pirate loadout is expected to be.
Right. Yep. Okay. Send.
And with that threat profile in mind, well, your caravan. You tell me what you're putting in there. I'll work around it.
It sounds like since this is the most important thing that they need there anyway, may as well actually also contribute to their their problems. Why don't we? Excuse me. This is also not particularly expensive for us, so why don't we just send a large shipment of ice? A whole lot of it, all at once. Number of trains of just carrying nothing but ice.
Just an ice train.
Yeah. It won't be expensive to us, and to actually attack down the pirates, it's win-win, honestly. Like, every part of us, unless you all get destroyed and you lose, in which case it's only a minor expense for us, which is close to a win.
As an actuarial scientist, I have to disagree strongly with everything that was said, but I will keep it to myself.
So it's up to you if you want to keep on doing any of these, or do you want to just get right into it?
I feel ready to go.
Can I attempt to get a hold of a reserve as well?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I have to get a hold of something, so I'll try that, I guess. Or yeah, sure. 15.
Sounds good. So you do the same. What would you like to give up? The time, dignity, or the other thing?
Time.
Gotcha. Yeah, these are basically gonna be getting these as the.
Yeah.
You'll be looking through all of these, and you'll get them at the very last second, more or less.
Okay. Cool. Should I roll a d20 now to see what I get, or just do it later?
You can just choose.
Choose, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just choose. I'll do that then. I'll choose stabilize as a free action once per mission.
The redundant repair looks pretty fucking good. Yeah.
Yeah, redundant repair sounds good.
So Salt and Hans go out probably on opposite sides of the ship, or do you try to buddy up with Hans over this?
I wouldn't mind.
I'm up here looking in the junk closet, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out like a good chunk of this ship is it's not ruined, but it is like mostly empty, and parts of it are unfinished, is how it ends up working out. And in one of those rooms that are just like unfinished, there are large just sections of it, like ship internals that are kind of just ejected and like in just plain view because they haven't been like lowered in and slotted in yet. And both of them are able to be fitted onto your mechs, kind of awkwardly and haphazardly, but you can just keep them around until you need them. One of which is, it's a huge power source. Maybe don't tell Njien or Kyoko that you took this
Yeah.
from here. and the other is, it's like a swarm of repair bots that normally would just patrol the ship, and keep it clean and repaired and upkeep and all that, but are currently just shut down at the moment and unused.
Just put it back when you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As long as it's there when someone needs it, it's fine.
Yeah, it's almost like it wasn't gone at all. Yeah.
If it's there when no one needs it, that's waste.
Seems smart.
That's all I wanted
As
to
an
do.
actuarial scientist, I nod and agree with what Clarkson's saying. Wise.
Look, you're
One
only
fair
using like
warning.
10% of the ship at once.
Yeah, one fair warning. This is actually going to be just off the back of Newbie's roll earlier, by the way. Without the information. All known attacks from the Blood Rats, Les Sangrat Corsairs, have happened in a dust cloud that you do have to pass through to get to the planet. Because it's like a weird donut-shaped dust cloud that's kind of around it. Probably actually from a continually forming moon that hasn't formed yet. Let's go ahead and say that. The sensors, your sensors, like on a mech scale, will not be affected. However, the sensors of the ship to another ship, for instance, will be. There is going to be an ambush. The pirates will act first in this mission, is what I'm saying. That's only one turn of action economy over you, but that's all I mean. That is the final warning.
Cool.
Yeah, I can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we just set up Overwatch outside of the ship, that should probably work pretty well. That's what we were planning on doing anyway, right?
Well, I think the implication is that we're going to get jumped no matter what.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to have someone just to hang out on the outside of the ship with a gun out ready to fire, feel free.
I mean, it would help to see what the ship actually looks like in terms of planning. But I figure we'll have some sort of time to actually set ourselves up before we fly through this cloud or whatever towards the...
Yeah, you will. You'll be able to set
Yeah,
yourself
because
up.
it sounds like, I mean, it sounds like we know we're going to be ambushed, right? Like, it sounds like it's a case of we have the information
Yeah, it's
of
the
how
plan.
they
We're
do
going to
this, how they
join
do
the
these
convoy and
ambushes.
ride it into the ambush.
Yeah.
Question on something. How many of these in-between actions are we allowed to take?
It is going to be, you can take... Let's say you can take 2 unless you trade time, in which case you can only take 1.
Okay.
So if you wanted to do like another one, feel free.
I'll need to look over the in-between system next time, but I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking it over right now, and I'm just not understanding 100% of these mechanically. So I
It
think
sounds
I'll
like we
actually...
can wait and do a double after next time if we need
Yeah.
to or whatever. Yeah. About an hour deep.
All right. Let's go ahead and pull you in, and hopefully there's no bug that I've been encountering when I'm going between maps here, and sometimes the background of this doesn't load in.
Oh shit, I think I've seen the ship in FTL.
Oh yeah, probably. And faster than light.
Faster, yeah, faster than light.
Faster the light.
Than.
Faster the light.
Into then breach.
There it is. Feel free to set yourself up however you like. There's a couple of like notes here.
Yes,
On
we
both
got-
sides of these pontoons, these are obviously space pontoons. Everyone has these.
Yeah.
These are just weird, just walls that go all the way up, and they're just made of hard metal. So this entire section over here,
Hardcover.
if you're getting shot at from outside, that's full hardcover. Even if you're relatively large, it's size 2 hardcover.
Is it an enclosed tube all the way around, or is it open? to
Just
the,
this
the up
section
direction?
and this section are enclosed.
All right,
But,
so it's,
like,
a,
from-
it's a corridor with an open top. You could jump out of it.
But
Yes,
could
you can jump out
fire
there.
out of
Into it.
it.
Yeah.
Is basically what's being asked.
Yeah, you can fire
could,
out of
could
it,
you
yeah.
fire? Okay, great.
Okay.
and-
And this is difficult terrain.
No, actually, because this is going to be a 0G thing, you literally cannot stop on this. Is how this is
Okay.
going to work. You can move over it, but if you try to stop on it, you can't.
Do you just
It-
slide to the other side?
That's
Yes.
the ice.
Can you
It
get
is
to
frictionless in 0 gravity. There is no touching it.
Oh. Okay. So like you can't step on it at all.
No, you can. You just will slide all the way
Yeah,
across.
if you
Okay,
move into
this
it,
is
you're
wh-
going to keep going in a
Yeah.
line.
This is where the movement occurs.
Use it to your advantage or, to your disadvantage. It's up to you. You can make it, like, you could fucking book it if you go, like, across all the way like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for the purposes of movement, if I were to move my dude one space onto the hex of ice, then it counts no spaces to go all the way across the other side for the sake of movement, or does that count?
You will basically have to end your movement once you touch it, I think.
Once I touch it.
Is how it... Yeah.
Makes sense.
How am I doing that cloud effect? I'm good at this.
Also, suggestion for folks. You can put auras onto Roll20 tokens that'll smartly move around with you.
Oh right.
So I'm just going to highlight my threat radius with my melee weapons here for ease of reference.
That's a good
how do you do that?
idea.
So if you hit the gear down under the setup for your 3 status bars, there's auras.
Scroll down. Ah.
Yes, and then you have 2 auras available. They can be circular or square.
Jesus Christ. That war pike has a reach.
I got a big pike, yo.
Long. And yeah,
Years.
it goes,
It's weird that
whatever
they're
color.
circles and not actually highlighting the hexes we're on, but
This is a little bit awkward on hex maps, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's pretty
Close enough,
it's
though.
roughly accurate.
Okay, look here.
That's the threat of my melee. Or not my melee, my ranged weapons. Which is
Your
what I
shotgun.
would want. Yeah. That's what I would want the threat of.
Yeah. So organize yourself however you like.
Is the radius we use? Is it the UN? Is
In
that the
units,
measurement
yeah.
unit? Okay.
Units is just 1 per hex.
So that's okay. Sorry,
Well, that-
I can't do my anti-materiel rifle as one because that's a little
Reach,
too big.
yes.
It turns
Oh.
out a reach. You got it. Reach.
You got it.
All right, regular rifle only. It is. Damn.
Yeah.
Still. All right. Well.
so we're playing like a zone defense here. How's this working?
You
You
actually remove
basically
the aura now that we have more of them on display.
mechanically here you do not want the ship to be sabotaged. The 2 points you would really need to defend. The number one thing, the engines in the back, obviously you don't want to get those destroyed because otherwise it can't, alter direction on its own very well. It has the thrusters, but that's about it. A mech with its own thrusters, like hooking itself onto a ship of this size, can eventually just make it, change direction, is the
Hey,
idea.
is this turret big enough that I would be able to, and since it is a friendly turret, could I use it as cover?
It is a size 2 turret, so I don't see why not. It's soft cover, not
Badass.
hard
Hey-
cover, but yes.
Hey Doc,
Okay.
quick question. What would this threat radius would you call this? Is this radius 1?
That's radius 1, yeah.
Okay. Hey y'all, take 1 off of your threat radius for the aura because this is it set to 0.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was looking at that and I'm like, that's too big, and started measuring. I'm like, yeah, that's giving me 4 from the center of my person.
That's also dependent on the size of your guy, because this is 0 for me. So
Well, yes, that's melee. That's 1 space away from you, around you.
Yeah, for threat.
yeah. I'm just saying the ranges then are different because of the different size of the token on the threat radius.
2.5 works for my mech. For a 3 anyway.
Just
I have a
whatever
3.
works for you. I
Yeah.
felt
Yeah.
like it would be a useful
It-
just
Doesn't need to be exact.
way to help keep track of the shapes.
I might just hide
Yep.
it unless it's relevant anyway.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand near the engine.
Makes sense.
We put more maneuverable mechs near longer range mechs or something like that, or does it not matter?
Well, we'll see as the fight unfolds.
How do you hide the aura?
You have to remove the
Yeah,
thing.
just-
Yeah.
remove it.
Just take out
Yeah.
the number.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, like have none at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get it, yeah.
All right. Like I said, unfortunately, as long distance sensors and whatnot are being jammed, you don't really have a good idea of when you're gonna get attacked. So there's a lot of long and very boring and also still very tense and dangerous waiting end up having to do. Because you're doing Overwatch, actual battle Overwatch over a long period of time here. In the interest of defending this ship. After the ship arrives at the rendezvous point from you and this one, and on its real time way over to the planet, which will take about a week. The moment you enter the dust cloud that you're normally attacked in, you will spend about, let's say, 12 hours in here to make your way all the way through it. So it's about 8 hours of long and very, very dull waiting. But up until then, who has the best sensors? Everyone probably actually has the same sensor range of 15, don't they?
I was gonna say, I think most of us are just in the Everest still,
10.
right?
I'm at 10, yeah.
I'm 10 as well.
Okay, let me go ahead and let's just go ahead and roll D5 to see which point gets encountered first. All right, right on the fucking nose then. Gotcha. Kind of zooming in with back thrusters that are really just pushing it forward at lightning speed is a mech that I need to move to the token layer. At lightning speed, just kind of going at an angle with the interest of colliding in with the cone of the ship. The cockpit, basically. That is one of the cataphracts in question. Let me go ahead and blow up the CompCon counter here so I can go ahead and keep track of all this shit. Here we go. Someone forgot to include the new backup on this one. My bad. But you actually get, while this one is flying in, you get a comms request. If anyone takes it, it's literally just someone yelling, going, "Woohoo!"
I guess I will take the comms request.
Yeah.
I see if I can threaten this guy. I tell him he better turn his fucking ass around or he's gonna be space dust. And I get +2 to that, so I think I can just do it on my character sheet, can I? Yes, I can.
Yeah, there will be a dice icon on each of your pilot skills.
Hey, look at that.
That's a good threaten.
Ooh.
That is a good threaten. Yeah, at the trailing end of the Wahoo, because apparently this one was just expecting it to be either just staffed by just civilians or maybe even just a CompCon. It ends the Wahoo with wait, oh shit, what? And he's actually going to go ahead and stop confused, by retro thrusting, right outside of the cockpit and try to look in to see what the fuck. And you actually prevented his preemptive action here.
Nice.
So you canceled his turn of being able to go first.
Well, that's
Good enough for me.
Should anybody shoot him or should I do that?
I mean, you are right there.
All right, hold up.
I'm confused about the aspect. If I am inside the ship or am I on top of the ship or is there a door to get outside? How does that work?
You can trivially get outside from any point here.
Okay.
You're inside right now, and all of these walls will count as soft cover. I know that's a little bit weird, but trust me.
Okay.
But you can leave at any point, including just going up.
Okay. So I guess since I'm the closest, I might as well deal with this problem if we're going to start combat here. Move action. Let's get it right up in his face.
Which I'm going to go ahead and start revealing other mechs here. Other things. as people take their turns, basically.
I see. And I need to scroll. I thought I had the combat section up. I don't. 1 second.
So I'm presuming we're all aware this is happening at this point, right?
The moment like any of this stuff happens, everyone's immediately aware of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I guess I will then. What do I think about this? Yeah, I might as well just attack with a barrage. So 2 weapons. The first one is going to be the hammer. So I just roll. Why does this thing keep disappearing? God. Hammer first is that button.
13's definitely gonna hit, I believe. Yes.
Cool.
Heavy melee.
So it looks like it does 8 damage to him.
Yeah, give me 1 moment. I'm actually trying to. I think I had this problem last time of finding out. Hey, where the fuck is? Ah, right. Okay, here we go. One thing about cataphracts here is that cataphracts have resistance to all damage from the closest hostile character. Because you are the closest, he does have resistance to you.
So 4.
Yeah, 4. No armor on top of that, so it's going to be doing 4 damage, no problem.
Okay, and I guess the second one will be with the shotgun, and I think that's at a disadvantage since it's in melee range, right?
Not because you're firing against the one who you were engaged with. No, you're fine. No disadvantage.
Okay, press that button.
Well, that's 1 damage at least, because again, resistance, you round up anyway.
Isn't that 2? Because it's 3 plus 1.
That 3 is your threat range, not any of your
Oh, no,
damage
you're right,
number.
you're right.
Yeah,
Okay, now
you
I-
rolled 1 for damage.
And you always roll round up, and so you did at least 1 damage, no problem.
Okay, and then, if I overheat for a quick action, I can't attack with the melee again, can I?
No, you can. You're allowed to repeat actions if you overcharge.
Hell yeah, let's do that then. So I get myself a heat for overcharge, and
I think you might have to choose a different weapon, but that's it, maybe? I don't know. Someone can double check that, but I'm pretty sure with overcharge you're allowed to choose the same action. It's the only thing that lets you do it.
Well, in either case, I'm hitting it with the hammer again, so.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Go for it. Good hits, by the way. 3 in a row of just no problem hitting this fool. And this time, yeah, that actually did do some real damage for adults. Well, 7. Rounding up to another 4.
Cool, so I think I put 1, is the red thing the heat?
Red is your heat, yes. You can
Yeah,
go ahead
so
and put
like
it up.
that.
And hey, look at that. There's now an easy axe. You can also just update your sheet and it'll update it there too.
It will? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
they
Okay,
represent
nice.
both now.
Okay.
Wait.
If you
There is a heat
update your
track.
sheet, it will update your token as well.
On your character sheet.
Yeah, it has a little 1 of 6 heat gauge there, which is cool.
And vice versa. If you update your token, it will update your sheet too.
Okay, so that looks like that's my turn then. I don't think I can do anything else.
Hey, you took out most of its life.
That's what
Alright.
he gets.
Tag yourself as having acted, and we'll see what happens next.
And speaking of, I should do the same.
What are we using for that?
Just
Red
like
X?
Just like put
not
a
the
dot.
X. Yeah, just put a dot on it.
Sure.
There you go. All right, that means it is now my act, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and reveal down here. You also kind of get like bombarded with a like audio burst. Loon Witchproof intercepts one of. You know, the person piloting this mech is probably not necessarily any smaller than all of the other ones, but his, like, weird loud laughter certainly sounds high-pitched, like you would expect someone piloting something called a Hornet would be. And,
Tiny
go ahead.
robot.
Yes.
Also, it's assumed during my turn that I told the rest of these people shit's happening. I should have said something, sorry. Because I'm assuming we're all on a radio frequency or something
Yeah,
like
the
that.
alarm is up. We don't need to micromanage that.
Ooh boy, Hornets have a movement of 6. They're quite fast.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go and boost as well.
Did the ship disappear for everybody else?
Okay, yeah, when that happens, please just
I
refresh.
Yeah, just refresh.
Yeah.
You did to me earlier.
I actually don't know what's causing that, because it happened even when it was literally just the image of the map. So nothing I added on top of that is doing it too. It just happens for some reason.
I mean, for what
The
it's
only
worth,
map I've
this-
had that problem with, it probably won't happen again.
this
Anyway,
Chrome page is taking like 25% of my GPU resources for some reason, but
that's just Chrome though. Anyway, the Hornet notices the rough sensor outline of which were behind the weirdly thin metal walls of this ship. As a freighter, it's not really. It's supposed to just move the stuff and get defended outside of it. It has guns on top of it as a backup anyway. And it's going to, and the Hornet is going to just go ahead and fire on you with a pistol. You have soft cover for being inside right now. However, this has +1 accuracy to start with, so it's just going to cancel it out.
All right.
16 to hit you, which will almost certainly do.
Yep.
You take 1 energy damage, and you are impaired until your next turn, which is just going to give you 1 difficulty, basically.
All right.
Zap has occurred. All right, that's the Hornet's turn.
I can take a turn if you want.
By the way, if you ever want one of the turrets stacked, just tell me, and the turrets will take that action in turn.
I
you
feel like we
want that,
save
look.
those until after we've all done stuff.
Go for it.
Yeah, we can have the turrets just be their own thing.
we could
I
also,
could
if
take a
like a guy has
turn.
1 HP, just use it to kill a dude real quick. But
I would love to take a turn.
Okay.
How clean of a shot has
Then
he
go
got
for it.
through the boat?
If it is now Ty taking a turn, then you are also now aware of 2 more, who down here on the bottom right.
Oh, okay. Then I'll probably shoot at one of those instead.
Yeah, this seems like the fight where we split up at first. Just everyone pick a dance partner and keep them locked down.
I do
Ty,
want
I was
to.
gonna ask, were you planning on shooting the pirate with your anti-material rifle, the little Hornet over there?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're doing war crimes here.
Fair
Yeah,
warning,
yeah.
Hornets are extremely hard to hit.
Well, that's good because I'm going to lie down to make sure it's extra likely, and by that I mean I'm not moving this turn. I'm just gonna shoot, so I get +1 accuracy. And the cataphracts are the ones that like move real fast and like rip the doors open and shit, right?
Cataphracts do not have the ability to rip doors open. They just have they can move real fast and like stab, and I guess they can punch holes into the ship if they need to.
Wasn't that the Hornet, the one that like ripped open
The
the cockpit?
Hornet is the one that can just tear someone out of a cockpit.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hornet is the shirt ripper.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead then, and I'm gonna go ahead and fire on this cataphract. Where is that button? Not thermal rifle. Anti-material. And yeah, should just be good to.
Yeah, that actually doesn't quite hit, unfortunately.
Oh no, an 8. No. All right.
You should have
that's
more
like a full
accuracy.
action,
You
right?
have another accuracy on this because you did the not move and fire thing, right?
Oh right, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so throw another d6 and see if that.
Yeah, if you get a 6, then it will have hit.
Oh, just throw one more. Okay.
Yeah.
How do I?
Flash roll 1d6. That's all.
Just roll.
Or on the toolbar on the left, the button after the ruler is just a quick grid for throwing various normal dice.
I got.
Yeah,
it,
unfortunately that does not change the result. So let's see
Yeah,
what
your
we
Alright,
base
got
roll was a
here.
3, which was kind of unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like full actions, isn't it? Because it's like loaded. Oh well, no, I can do something after.
You
but I
still
can't
have
reload
another.
it.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
could have
we
also
found out
barraged.
Reloading's a full action, right?
Yes, but You could have barraged, so you have a second gun to fire.
Oh,
If they
I don't
are
know if
in range
anything's
of
in
you.
range of the other one. Yeah, I think they're too far out, unfortunately.
Really?
'Cause my
Huh.
other gun is. Yeah, like this is a 5 range.
Yeah.
You could
could
try
do
Like
it.
electronic
guns,
warfare.
guns are range 5. Yeah, like I don't know what ranges you're thinking of, but yeah, like this is gun, this is rifle, this
You
is.
you could
AT
declare
rifle.
a reaction, because that's another thing you can do with that's only quick speed, right? Like you
Oh,
can set up a conditional action of, all right, when he comes over here, I'm gonna zap
Yeah.
him.
Just fire right away.
Um,
Reactions are their own thing. So
Well,
you,
reactions are their own thing, but there's also
Huh.
delaying an act.
Yeah, thermal rifle only has
the
range
regular
5. That's
actions.
weird.
Yeah,
That's a short range gun.
yeah. I mean,
you
that's
could
what shotguns and stuff are too. Yeah.
You
Combat
could also
actions.
do a tech action.
Oh yeah, you can also attack.
Do like a lock
Uh-huh.
on, and holster, invade.
I'm like, I don't think I really have any of those. That.
Those are
Would
like the
be-
basic options everyone has.
You get those by default.
Oh, where are those at? Are those in? Oh
Uh,
god, right. Let me pull up the secondary guide we had.
It's in page 2 on the reference on the right. Yeah.
Yeah, one sec. I gotta pull the reference back out.
Yeah.
I forgot there were non-sheet options as well. One sec.
and yeah, you can prep a quick action on a reaction
Thanks,
if you
Link.
wanted to.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought this
What was
was a thing I was referencing online. I was like, oh, I can just post a link for it, forgetting
Yeah,
that I
Okay,
was
wait,
opening
so
up something online.
where is it at on this? Before
page-
we lose the thread.
The right corner.
Page 2, what corner?
The right corner.
Oh, top right. Okay, yeah, quick actions.
Hide, quick tech scan.
It has to be within sensor range though, so I don't know what your sensor range is.
Within
You have
the-
sensor
Sensor
range.
range only 10.
You
Yeah.
have sensor range. Don't.
Which-
It is 10. That is within 10 to start with. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. I'll move them up a
Oh.
little bit so they're within sensor range. I intend them to be in within sensor range, so if they weren't
All right.
legally, then they are now.
I will lock on to Pirate Cataphract 1 so anyone can spend that later against the target.
So you got to roll an electronic attack.
Lock on, I
Oh, is
think
that a
might
roll?
be
No,
free.
lol.
Yeah,
It's
lock
just
on
a
is
target within
invade
sensors gains lock on.
requires an
Yeah.
attack roll. The rest
Yeah,
of them
lock on
just
just
work.
happens.
I see.
I had a specific thing with the enemies last time where they didn't do the lock on action. They did a completely different thing, which was like a thing they did have to roll for. That was a multi-target lock on. It being multi-target only happened once. So-
Also, reminder that the ones last time weren't just doing lock on; they were also shredding.
yeah. All right, yeah. So you've locked onto the Pirate Cataphract. Gotcha.
Yep. All right, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
That's actions.
And I will go ahead and use my. I'm going to go ahead and have the, the enemy ship begin to move. The enemy ship, which is a size 4 sort of thing that is based off of a mech, but is not legally a mech.
Long.
Yes. Oh, excuse me. And it is going to go ahead and. Yeah, let's go ahead and just move it down here. And it will actually go ahead and overwatch, is what it does. You're not ready to fire on anything within range. I can go ahead and just show you that range as well, because there's no reason why not to.
It's the kind of thing we'd have to know by scanning it normally.
Overwatch is Overwatch like a special action, like an ability in this game?
It's
that
actually a
only some-
reaction. You can do it without having to, ready up.
When something moves,
Okay.
when something tries to start moving from inside your threat zone, you can overwatch it. So as a baseline, it's something that things with threat radiuses do, so melee weapons and shotguns.
Don't you have to
Overwatch
prep
is pretty much 4th edition attack of opportunity.
Yeah, but I thought you had to prep a quick action to do that.
No.
though.
Not for Overwatch.
Reactions are reactions. They activate on their own.
Okay. So that's actually the ship is done already. The ship doesn't really do all that much by itself. It's just tough mostly. So it's your turn now. Whoever wants to go.
I'd like to take my turn.
Mhm.
So 18. I'll
Are
fly.
you going to unleash the big gun?
Yeah. I'll fly
Hey.
closer.
It's an ordnance weapon, isn't it?
Is it? Let me look. Con. One momento.
It is not. Never mind.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's not. I just checked. My bad.
Nope. Yep. Just accurate loading, reliable 5, super heavy rifle. It's just like a really big gun. It's not like a
A big
Yes.
gun.
Yeah.
Gun.
Oh.
Extrude.
Extrude that gun.
I will take a shot at the pirate cataphract 1 using the lock on.
Okay.
Reliable.
You have 2 accuracy on this now.
And then I will shoot with big gun. Dang.
Wild. Oh, sometimes you roll a 7. A 2.
Minimum of 5 damage even on a miss.
Yes, that's fair. And you are not the closest enemy, so yeah, that in fact does do the full damage. Actually, technically, the closest enemy is actually this turret, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't have had resistance to risk management either. Yeah, still reliable 5.
So I did move full action.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, sounds like a plan. In that case, it is now the assault's turn, who is going to kind of like do a sort of a sweep around with the intent of not encountering the 2 snipers is the idea. Sniper.
That's a lot of
duo.
guns over there. Let's go somewhere that's not over there.
Yeah. Is double checking? Yeah, movement 4. Okay.
Just double checking for my brain. Is this the front or is the other side the front?
Where I'm at is the front.
Where Kuvo's at it is the front.
Okay,
yeah.
so these are the
This-
Like
engines
his
back
front.
here.
This is
Okay.
the engines back here. That is something you want to protect. Yes. And the power assault here is actually going to go ahead and fire on the turret, or with something weird. This is actually going to be a boarding leash. Now, normally the boarding leash pulls whatever it targets to the pirate. In this case, because the turret is like part of the ship, it's actually going to be pulling the pirate over to the turret. Is the plan. All right. This is with an accuracy. +1 and with an accuracy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. That's going to do 5 damage to it in the first place. Does not destroy it. And it's going to pull directly next to it. Yeah. All right. That is going to be the pirate assault's turn.
Doc, question mechanically about something.
Mhm.
Core system stuff. If I
Yes.
have like 1 charge of core system, is that per battle or per?
It is
the whole
per
thing?
long rest.
Okay, so
So
I got
for
1.
the entire mission.
Yeah,
Spend
I
wisely.
get 1 of the big resistance
Mhm.
for this whole thing.
Wait, hold on a second. I believe the Sagamatha doesn't have a spend for core power thing. That's actually specifically yours. Is actually per fight.
I can't find anything that says that.
Okay, raise the banner. The one that defends everyone
Yes.
is your core power. The
Mhm.
one that lets you to brace, that one you can do per fight.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Okay. Just double checking.
Cool. So per scene is per fight, basically. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas your core systems are like 1 charge per core per long rest.
Yeah, I have 1 per mission is a thing too for something. So okay, cool.
I think per mission is per long rest. Seen as fight, mission is series of fights.
You see every combatant in this encounter, by the way, at this point. You actually outnumber them pretty heavily if you count the turrets at this point.
Oh,
And I'm
okay,
alright
so
with
is
going
it turn-
last, so Newbie,
Yeah.
you can go ahead and do something.
Okay, good, because I have a move. All right. Broodman Policy is going to take a boost. Well, not the actual mechanical boost, but, it's using its thrusters, because it's a big thing. I'm going to step diagonally this way.
So you're gonna take a real slippy slide.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep moving it diagonally this way until I hit the end.
Yeah, and then before you ask, yes, you're allowed to then boost afterwards. to move
Yes, that was
again.
my plan. Okay, so
Yeah.
here we say I'm off.
Yep, sounds
Okay.
good.
And then gonna 1, 2. Is that the distance I need to move? Yes. Hello, friend. My comrade. Yeah, I'm gonna take out my shotgun. Just line up a shot on this pirate assault.
Yeah, using the ice to your advantage. It's smart, you see.
Why do I keep losing the thing that I pop out? I don't think I close it. Where the heck does it go? Weird.
It just randomly disappears. It's annoying.
Okay. Where is that shotgun? There you are. Hello. Let me get back up to the chat there.
So you moved, then boosted, and are doing a quick action fire now, right?
Yep.
Okay. That will hit the assault, I believe, right? Yes, it will. The assault
For
only has
6.
evasion 8.
Max damage.
6 maximum damage. And the only mitigation that the assault has is 1 armor. So yeah, 5 damage. Good damage. Whammo. All right, so my turn now, unless you want to overcharge.
No, I'm good.
Okay, gonna go ahead and have the pirate cataphract. Cataphract has the ability to, in 1 turn, move. Jesus fucking Christ, are these really that fast? Hold on, I need to double check on the rules real quick.
Goddamn.
Should have painted
Oh.
them red.
As an aside, in between sessions, I reallocated my my points. I have speed. I put in 2 evade points, so I'm speed 5 now.
That's cool, newbie. Cataphracts are apparently speed 8. Jesus Christ.
the fuck?
Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
all right.
Okay. So if they boost, huh? That's a lot, huh?
Yeah, in retribution of your cool slippy slide attack on Buddy, the Cataphract is going to go ahead and move here and then activate its one of its core moves of... That is a full action. It just moved, and this is going to be using its recharge move. Okay.
Hey, I can't see that pirate assault's health bar. Is it okay? Does it have a health bar?
There you go. Sorry, the
Oh,
turret was
okay.
in the way.
Cool.
Yeah, you're good.
They have a lot
Cataphract
more
is
health
now
than I
going
was
to activate
expecting.
its Impale move, which is going to then move it an additional 8 spaces in a straight
Hey.
line.
Hey. Don't step
which-
on the slippery part.
It's going to step on the slippery part and continue to move, yes. So it's going to fly through the ship here. Pick a character that the Cataphract pass through or enter adjacent to. They make a hull save at +1 difficulty. Oh shit! This actually super whips. Okay, make your hull check
Hey, man.
at a difficulty.
Hey, this sucks.
Mhm.
How do I mark it for it's going to be a difficulty?
In
I
the
actually
top
don't
right
know.
corner of the Roll20 sheet, there's a bunch of buttons.
There's the thing that says diff, and then
Diff,
you pull it
and
down to say
the drop
one.
down.
Ah, okay. There we go. All right.
Come on, fail this. This is gonna be super fucking good if you fail it.
No, I'm nice.
The save target is 12, so no, that actually is a failure.
Damn.
Yep. All right. So the way that this works, you are grappled by the Cataphract and pulled with the Cataphract to the end of its movement. And because it just landed on the ice, that means we're going to be going all the way up here again.
This is fine. I wanted to go over there, actually.
We're all the way over here now. Congratulations. A stab has occurred. All right.
Also, hello.
That actually doesn't do damage, though, is the funny thing.
You have engaged in melee with the extremely melee mech.
Yeah, guess what? You have also engaged with melee with an extremely melee mech.
Hello, this will be our final battle.
Yeah, fun note. Apparently that doesn't do damage. Interesting. All right, so has every... Okay, no, Loon has to go.
I'm still up.
Unless you want the turret to go before you.
So, as Clarkson's turn comes up, as Hearth is getting dragged away, just would honk over at you. Watch out for that little guy. He's real slippery. I'm giving you a die to cancel out your minus.
Nice, thank you.
Because upgrade I got is I can do that at the start of other people's turns now. So I can just dump those over the course of a round.
Oh, sorry. Okay, no, there is a thing here. You take 2 damage from that, reduced by your armor to 1. So just take 1 damage.
Yeah, to see it. All right, let's see if this works. That's the first person that took damage. Hey! Because I did that in my character sheet, not on my mech.
All right.
Nice.
So which proof can go?
All right, so I think what I am going to do here, as I scroll frantically around the book, is I'm going to go ahead and do a full tech.
Ooh,
Clarkson
good stuff.
just kind of relaxing and enjoying being in actual microgravity, hanging out in space. Just kind of abruptly like reorients himself a full 180 degrees to a different part of the control room and starts furiously typing on 5 different keyboards. The fine manipulator arms outside start typing on more keyboards. Alright, so I'm using my full action to do 2 basic tech things. So I'm going to lock onto the Hornet, first of all, since that just works. And then I will attempt an invasion. Using the lock on and the command die to put me at 1 accuracy net.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alright, and let's... 1 accuracy, just do technical attack.
You want to know something very good? Hornets only have an E defense of 6.
Yeah, I
Well.
was about to say they probably aren't too good in that respect.
Yeah,
All right,
you are.
I'm in.
You're in.
I'm logging on.
the hacker has made its way in.
So yeah,
Unless it had plus accuracy, you shouldn't have had a plus accuracy because you had the difficulty.
Lock on accuracy.
look at this guy who
welcome
left
to
his
leadership
mech on the
die.
default password.
No, it was 1 new because lock
okay.
on left over 1 and then yeah.
Yeah. Plus
My
2,
mistake.
minus 1 for the disadvantage over there.
Turns out you could just like
Pretty
load
impairment.
up the most basic script in the world and you'd probably hit a Hornet. They're very
Yep, just
Very
send
bad
spike, enter. Yeah, I will go ahead
So
and
what
apply.
does that do? That deals 2.
Invading does a lot of things, and I have some options. So I'm going to actually use a Shrike code. Until the end of the target's next turn, they take 2 heat whenever they attack.
I think unlike normally whenever the player is aware of this, I don't know if the NPCs are aware of this, so I can just have them attack as normal.
I'm sorry, I don't know. What did that do exactly?
So every time it attacks until the end of its next turn, it takes 2 heat.
Damn.
I've taken
I
this
also-
somewhere in full rulebook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
page 70.
this is one of the modules I got from my license level.
This is
not
a
amazing.
Duskwing specific thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I also assume since it has shitty E defense, it probably also has shitty heat.
Yeah, you know what? Since normally you'd have to scan for that, which automatically happens, but does use a quick tech, I think. I'll just go ahead and let you know though, because you did the really good successful invade. It has a heat capacity of 5.
All right, come at me. Let's go.
All right, so that's your turn.
Yep.
Not even
Well,
moving. Makes sense.
No, I don't need to move anywhere. I'm where I need to be right now.
Okay. Your impaired goes away, by the way, because it's done at the end of your turn.
Good stuff.
All right. I only have one actual enemy mech to act, and then I have all the turrets to go. I'm gonna have the pirate archer over here. We'll just fire up on one of the turrets. I believe these are missile turrets. Yeah, these are the missile turrets. The archer has very basic attacks here, and is not particularly fast either among all of these mechs. So it's actually going to go ahead and hide behind the sentinel ship because it can take that as hard cover. And it's going to fire on the missile turret. Easy to hit. +1. +2, actually. Okay. So I'd have to roll a 3 to miss. It hits, it does 5 damage. Bam, done. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and just do these suites of rolls here. Who do you want them to attack, actually? Just someone take ownership over one of these?
I'd say this missile in the upper left should shoot at the ship.
I went back and
the missile
looked
turrets
again,
can attack up to 3
if
each.
I can impose it. Ty was right. Invade is 2 heat, and then you choose an option from your tank attacks.
Neat.
So it is already at 2 heat, and will take 2 more heat for each attack it makes.
Okay, gotcha. All right, now we're talking. That makes that quite a bit more dangerous.
That Hornet is now mining Bitcoin.
You see how much it filled up by me just doing the +2, right? It is fucked as far as that heat goes.
When you put it that way, yeah, no, you're right.
All right, so I'd say the missile turret in the upper left is gonna, if it fire at 3 things, obviously then the ship, the archer, and the cataphract 2.
Cataphract, yep. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll keep that in mind. I'll go ahead and just roll those. I want this to go quick, so be able to
Can
stay
the missile
control over
turret
them.
shoot 3 times at the same thing, or just once at up to 3 things?
It has to be the 3 separate things.
Okay, yeah, then just shoot at all 3 things.
Yeah, that's what I assumed because that's what it did when we fought them. So
And the gunner turrets both have one very logical target. The one's got the assault attached to it, and the other one's got the Hornet nearby.
Would you prefer to fire it on the Hornet, which will probably miss, or do you want to fire at the ship, which will probably hit, but not do much damage?
That's Loon's side. That's all.
yeah, that's Loon's decision.
All right, hold on. I was zoned out for a bit. What are we asking
Just the gunner
going
turret on your side. Do you want it to shoot at the big ship or shoot at the?
Yeah, have it
Hornet?
contribute to
It'll
the
probably
ship.
miss.
I've got the little guy on lockdown.
Yeah.
We are doing health
Wow.
damage to the little guy.
Actually, every single one of these actually did damage. That's pretty impressive.
So is that oh, and it's 5 damage. Nice.
These do 4. These missiles do 4 damage each.
Forgot to
can't
roll
hit.
for the ammo on my prototype weapon. Let me just get that loaded.
Okay. The one on the top right can only target 2 things.
Okay.
All right, crit doesn't matter off of that, but second one, amazingly, that cataphract on the top left is actually already dead.
Good. I don't have to do anything.
Has been shot to bits by missiles after this, and then
After
the
the
assault down
hammers.
here.
Played golf and hit it up into space.
You hit it up into the 2 missiles, assuming that all these actions are kind of happening at the same time.
And then Gunner. Which one did you say? Loon?
The ship.
Gunner can contribute to the ship.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the one with the assault attached is going to fire at the assault, I would presume.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like, oh my god, these turrets are fucking accurate.
Good
thing we
turns.
paid for them all, or got the contact anyway. Good job on
Oof.
calling that guy.
All right. Well, the round is flipped over. Round 2.
So,
However,
can
because-
you move and barrage? I just want to be clear. Is it like move barrage and that would be it,
Yeah,
right?
barrage
You can do that,
is a full action worth of attacks that lets you swing with 2 of your weapon mounts.
2 different things. Okay, and you can move and then do that, and then
Yes.
overcharge would be like additional movement. Okay.
Yeah, and if you overcharge, you can then do a quick attack as well if you wanted to. You can attack 3 times like that if you wanted to.
A follow-up question on that. Is this like 3rd edition or 4th edition where you can downgrade your movement into a quick action?
No, your move is
No.
just movement.
Okay.
Your movement can only be used as movement. Yeah. All right. So here's the thing, though. Because allies actually went last, I actually go first on this round.
Dang.
And
Wait,
guess
Oh, based on who went last, not who
Yeah,
went first.
because
last
we
round.
outnumber
Yes.
them right now.
Got it.
They have
Yeah.
initiative.
exactly. So, you know what, Pirate Hornet buddy, you fucking live your best life. I'm going to use this at least once. Okay, Hornet. This is not an attack. Good to know. It is, however, a full action, so I can't attack and do that. So you did successfully dissuade it from attacking. It is going to then try and just cling on your face and tear you out of it. The good news is that this is being done against a person who's most comfortable being out in space.
Yes.
So the Hornet is going to just collide with your mech and is going to just try and claw you out from. Where is the cockpit on your mech? Is it the
Good
head,
question.
or are you Gundam style where it's in the chest?
I think he should get advantage on any saves against this robot because they don't know either. That's what I think.
The pirates automatically know. Don't worry about it.
It's under the left
Hornet
armpit.
doesn't know. They don't know where the
Hornet
cockpit
knows.
is.
I'm just asking. You don't have to make this decision now. It's fine. You
It's
do have to give me a
probably
whole save, though.
variable. All right, so whole save.
I did the fucked up thing of putting this attack on this move on the highest save target of the entire encounter.
My whole save, which I don't think I have anything to benefit for it, so it's just baseline.
Ah, nice.
Oh,
That's a failure.
I accidentally had an accuracy set on that, but yep, that's the.
You rolled a 1.
Yep.
Okay. You are forcibly dismounted from your mech.
Nice.
Do you have any on-hand weapons that can cause 1 heat as this thing is now at 4 heat?
It is possible to do heat if you jockey it.
Hand to hand.
Maybe it was a mistake in the long run.
You messing
Who
with my
knows?
truck?
I actually have to deposit your actual token right here. Hold on a second, because you're out here right
Into the
now.
space. All right, so is that like an eject or just a like? Is all right. So does this attack place me somewhere?
It forces you. Let me go and read it exactly. Prying claws. The pirate attempts to pry open the cockpit of a character adjacent to them. The target must see in a hull save, or the pilot is forced to immediately exit through their mech as through dismounting. I think you were just deposited on basically on the outside of your mech. You're allowed to just remount it if you want, but that does use like your action, I think.
That does mean you're just kind of bouncing back and forth.
Mhm.
Or you'd be a genius.
You could be a genius. You have this Hornet, which I think on a single successful jockey will explode.
Because it's at 4 heat.
It's not. It's at 2. That doesn't count as an attack.
Oh, god damn it.
Its heat doesn't go down. We're in space. Radiation is not a very effective way of heat
Alright.
transference.
To jockey, you must be adjacent to a mech. As a full action, you make a contested skill check against the mech using grit or relevant trigger at the GM's discretion. The mech contests with hull. On a success, you manage to climb onto the mech. sharing its space and moving with it. The mech can attempt to shake you off. When you successfully jockey, choose one of the following, etc. All right, yeah, fuck it. It's one of those days. This mission is Clarkson going back to doing his day job. He got
More or less.
He got a mech license in order to stop sitting on convoys waiting for brigands to accost him and try to steal a brick of ice. So yeah, he just, as he's getting torn out of there, he just already has knife ready, suit sealed and fired up. You've made a mistake. Let's go.
Now we're talking.
And I'm going to assert that this is a very, go back over to my list of pilot moves. Yeah, we're going to hack or fix this situation.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Normally I would say, oh wait, you can't really use those in combat, but you are jockeying, which,
Yeah,
that's
jockeying
fine then.
specifies that you can tag pilot skills where relevant.
Okay, fair.
And
That's,
I'm going to fix this problem of you aren't dead yet.
Delicious.
Rip and tear. All right, so that 16 versus.
Oh yeah.
They get to roll hull.
This is- I believe their hull is back. Yeah, -2. So this is extremely hard to succeed. Yeah, that's a failure. Okay.
All right,
so
I'm in
which are you
there.
applying?
So, yeah, Shred, deal 2 heat to the mech by ripping apart wiring and paneling and so on.
Okay.
Just Clarkson already knows where he has compromised this thing's structure, and he's just gonna go in there and start shredding.
The Hornet, by the way, is a size half mech, so you're actually only slightly smaller in the grand scheme of things. You do actually get to basically get in there.
Just get in there and start knife fighting this giant.
Yeah. I mean, you're already very tall. It's not that much bigger than you.
Yeah.
Okay, in this corner of the map, there's just a dead space boss fight going on right now.
Yes.
It's fine.
More or less. Okay. Now it's my turn again, then, I suppose. You know what, newbie? Let's fucking go. We're gonna be pushing, we're gonna be, like, dancing back and forth across this ice. Alright, cataphract number 2 is already dead. Yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and mark that down as dead already. Okay. Let's see what the cataphracts can do as well. Deadly for the 1d6. Impale, trample. Okay, yeah, it's going to be doing its ram cannon, just melee attack against you. This is done with the accuracy, but not any other bonus. 13, which is higher than your evasion, I'm sure. So you're going to take 4 damage. And it's then going to.
I'm gonna
just,
brace
like,
that one for free.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 damage.
Yeah.
Because we learned the armor applies first, then resistance happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so +2.
I got a free brace each encounter, and this encounter feels like it's gonna be over pretty soon.
All right, and then whoa, wide. That's not what I mean to do. And then it's going to go and pierce through you and like just continue to move and go by. This is going to cause it to trample again.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to do 1 more damage. So
Is it taking? Wait, doesn't it have to make a check for? Or does it only have to make a check for dragging me?
cataphracts can ignore engagement, and it's not. It's no longer going to be grappling you. It gave up on that.
All right, so I can't even make a counter on it.
Nope.
Damn.
You cannot. It seems like you can't overwatch cataphracts. They're pretty nasty.
All right.
You see, it only
Oh,
looked
yeah.
wide because it was moving so fast.
Can I go ahead and
Smear
bl- bl-
frames.
blast this? Can I blast this guy?
You want to blast?
I'm up. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You ready to
It's
blast?
time for blasting.
I'm gonna move in range, and I'm gonna start with both of my knives.
Hell
Barrage. I'm gonna barrage them with both knives, and then I have the gun in case the knives don't cut it. So, I guess knife 1. Oh, I have
That's it.
accuracy on. Hold up. Let me get that out of there.
Well, okay, we can just minus the accuracy. It was a 13.
Okay.
13's gonna hit. For what it's worth, you're gonna have to roll another d3 because. Wait, no, you're good. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, the damage isn't affected by.
Yeah, sorry. I occasionally get the threat
Oh,
and kinetic damage thing confused here. That does 3 damage. Gotcha.
Okay.
Roll
and
another
then,
one.
Second knife.
There you go.
There's the
All right.
second knife.
4 and 2 bits. Just carve right through the last of the last of the assault, and
Oh, okay. Don't even have to pull out the gun. That's great news.
Which, now you already declared the barrage.
I mean, I had to use both knives.
Yeah.
you're actually allowed
So,
to attack with
that
both
was the
knives if they're on the
barrage.
same.
Yeah, the two
thing
knives are
A.
on one mount.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
those
are.
count as just one?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought I had to barrage just to do that. So,
No.
Oh no,
So,
no! If you'd
when
like
you-
to take it back
I'll-
and just say that was a quick attack, then go for
Yeah,
it.
that's just a quick attack then. Yeah, I just thought
Mhm.
I thought barrage was
when-
required for both knives, and then I could overcharge for rifle on top of that.
When
Nope.
you quick attack, you're attacking with one mount, and because that is 2 weapons on one mount, you attack with both of those when you attack
Okay.
with that mount.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
you're
just my
good.
auxiliary mount. Okay, great. And I think if I is
Just do some
anything within
positioning,
lock on
probably?
range?
Yeah,
Do some what?
the cataphract is within your range for lock on.
And what were we saying, Loon?
Probably position yourself on this bridge, maybe.
Yeah,
If you
I don't
do,
know how
you'll
much
have
movement
hard
I
cover
have
from-
left.
Yeah, the rest of the fight is about to be in the top left corner. Once
Yeah, I'll move about here because that's about as much movement as I have. Like, you don't get a super ton. Actually,
I mean,
maybe
you've
that,
moved
'cause-
and then done a
Yeah,
quick
I
attack.
moved
You can boost if
down
you
and
want.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna lock on to the cataphract for the long goodbye to get set up.
Okay, gotcha. Gonna go and apply lock
That'll
on,
be
and
it.
you're good to go.
That's my turn.
I have a kind of funny idea whenever my turn comes around.
All right. The Sentinel ship is going to begin to move again, kind of leaving the other guy kind of behind. But hey, it happens. He'll follow.
you
It's
want
going
to
to fire on
approach
the
me?
gun turret. It wants to approach you. Yeah. What?
And Clarkson in a bad way.
Wow. Holy shit. Cool move, ship. You somehow managed to miss something with 5 evasion. Cool.
With a +1.
With a +1.
Cool
Yeah,
20%.
There's no, that's just a miss. Damn. That feels bad. Your turn. Go for it.
I could take my turn, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to power up, which gives me this really cool buff dude. There we go. Plus one action for all attacks, checks, and saves, and once per turn I can boost as a free action if I want.
Firing up
I
the
am-
core.
I am going to try out my new weapon. And move up here, and then slash, or I guess poke with my war pike.
Mhm.
At the
We're
cataphract.
going for a spear fight now.
So that would be +1 accuracy because my power up, and then I guess I could use the lock on.
Oh, have you activated your
I
your core
activated
power?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I can do it once per scene, I might as well.
You can't. Your core power is activated. You will not get your core power back. Is the idea?
Oh, is that
You
what
ha-
it does? Okay.
Yeah, you have 1 core power per. Unless
Mission.
your Kubo did the thing. You have 1 core power basically for the entire mission.
Okay, I'll just use the lock on then.
Okay.
That seems fine. So that's just accuracy 1.
Yeah. I'm just warning you might not want to use it here considering you're actually already
Yeah,
almost
go ahead and
done with this
unflex.
encounter.
Yeah.
Flexing is overkill right now.
As I'm doing this, I'm going to be turning on the fisheye lens camera and getting a cool shot.
Mhm.
Oh. Well, that's a 20.
It is 22. That is a critical hit, so that means you get to roll another d6 to maybe get a higher damage.
And I did.
Okay, you did actually. And that
so-
does pushback as well.
That does knockback 1, which I'm gonna push this direction.
Directly into pay up.
Yep.
All right. Seems like a plan.
Hey, better.
1, 2. So I moved twice.
You were the closest melee combatant when you did that, which is going to reduce this damage by half, but still 3
Okay.
damage.
And then that's just movement and a quick action because it's just a skirmish, right?
And
yes.
you are allowed to split up your movement value. So if you didn't use your full move speed to get in for that attack, yeah, you can spend the rest as
I
part
can
of
spend the
that
rest
one move.
there. And then I could spend the rest to also slide here with that boost. Like, hey, buddy.
Well, nasty.
And then yeah, that's my turn.
All right then. Seems like a plan. Pirate Archer, get the fuck behind the ship. The ship needs stop. Yeah, you can still fire on that missile turret, and you're probably gonna succeed at this time. Yes! Wow. Cool dice though. Boom. The turret destroyed.
Can't believe you do that.
Hey, it's fine.
How could you destroy friend turret?
Do we have to take out an insurance premium for the ship since we're using it as bait?
No, the company ownership paid for that. You don't have to.
Well, that's good.
I mean, this was just a ship actually making a transport. We're just helping it.
Okay, yeah, no, it's your turn now, by the way.
Ours collectively.
No,
Yes.
it's yours.
Oh, specifically me. Okay.
You are also the only one left, so. Wait, no.
Well, no, I haven't gone yet.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, this turn went me, Ty, Boix so far.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go, but I don't think I'm adjacent to him. I think I'm one away.
Yeah, but you could just move in the way.
Yeah, there's a 1 hex
maximum.
gap there right now.
You're allowed to split up your movement however you want. You can
Yeah,
move
I'm
one, do
thinking
your
about,
stuff,
like-
then leave.
Yeah, so I'm going to first off shotgun this dude. Where's that then? Oops, I rolled twice back, so I'd take the first one.
A 9 misses the
9
cataphract.
misses. Okay.
Yes.
I will take one of my movement into melee there, and then try hitting him with the hammer. Then. So, that one.
A 10 hits. Yeah, there you go. And also, whoa,
That's a
that
crit.
is some.
So there's going to be some stuff with that too.
That is not a crit. That's a 10.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. You did roll maximum damage.
Oh,
Okay,
I
hold on a
scrolled
second.
up my thing. I was looking at something else. Sorry.
Resistance
George.
has resistance to all damage from the closest hostile character. If multiple characters are equally close, this effect does not apply. Cool. So that means because you both you and the long goodbye are actually equally close to it.
Yeah.
That means that it does not have resistance to damage
It
anywhere.
cannot decide which direction to point the shield, so it points it
Yep.
none directions.
And you actually just crunch the hammer directly into its cockpit, and bam, destroyed.
I love when a plan comes together. That was great.
Technically, it's knocked back, so it slides across the ice, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
The
it
rest-
slides back across it.
Yeah, the rest of the rest of my movement, I still have 3 movement actions. Can I move like 1 onto the ice and then go down this way?
Specifically, if you go doom, then down, then
I
yes.
see. So I can move 1 over and then down.
Yes.
I would recommend everyone get ready to pile up on the ship.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if this will move me a bit closer for the amount I have to run, because that's 20 to 14 versus... That's about the same. Never mind.
I mean, if
guess-
you go down that way, you can also back up Clarkson and his
I
extreme.
only need one more full action to be done with this. Now that I'm
That's
latched
fine.
on, I stay latched on until the mech successfully shakes me off, which is something they have to do. So if the Hornet wastes its action trying to break free of my grip, then okay, we've won already anyway.
I'm assuming that the pirate ship is going to continue going south, so I'm going to use one action to go here, and then I guess the rest of it to move here. Is that legal?
Huh? Oh, yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Okay, cool. That's my turn then.
You slide down here and you just find
Um,
Clarkson knife fighting this robot.
I think we're outnumbering them so much that it's just our turn for the rest of the round.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all tagged.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess sort of like peeking out around the cover there. Hey, guess what? This turret now has hard cover. And
Gross.
just lines up a shotgun shot right at the fucking ship.
Yep, makes sense.
Oh, my character sheet close again. Oh no. Okay. Damn.
Minimum damage, but
That's damage.
it's minimum damage against armor, unfortunately, so no
Yeah.
damage. Hey, you scratched the paint on the side of it, which does have a let's say it's basically a heavy metal cover is on the side of it.
I was going to say, if these pirates don't have rats covered in blood on the side of their ship, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah, rat's covered in blood, but there is a robot android lady basically as well.
Well, of course.
Always.
Is there a volcano behind with lightning coming out of it?
The volcano is actually spewing the bloody rats.
You know,
see.
I'm gonna spend 1 heat.
Okay, you gonna overcharge?
No. Well, yes, I'm overcharging, but I'm not doing a second attack.
Okay, what are you doing then?
I'm deploying the shield,
Ah, okay, gotcha.
which I guess I will mark on my character. So, no, not that shield.
Oh right, your
The
new
equipment.
shield.
The
Yes.
cover ally.
Yeah. So, out of the arm of the premium policy comes a very large, sort of like covering his whole left arm shield, as I am defending the turret.
Hmm.
Which means it's really convoluted, their wording for it, but more or less what this does mechanically is any damage that goes to the turret is now split between me and the turret.
Yes, I'm more of how it actually works.
I was explaining for the chat.
Yes. Well, good stuff.
Mhm.
I guess now it's the turret's actions.
Correct. Which, like, how many of them can actually hit anything?
Not the missile turret.
Just the
Not
one
the
you're
gunner turret.
protecting.
Yeah, just the one you're protecting. And I did accidentally make them more powerful than they should have been before because I forgot that as they were unmanned, they actually have 1 inaccuracy on this. That actually will still hit, I think. Yes, evasion 8. Damn.
You'll have to see it.
Well, additional 4 damage to be found. Okay, well, that's the round over. All right. Now the archer is actually going to go ahead and turn around then, and it's going to take aim at Well, there's the person who is very large and is not covered in hardcover, and then the one who is in hardcover, but also would probably die on a good shot. Let's see here. Well, gonna go ahead and just fire on you then.
Gonna remind myself how much of an action it takes to get back on the horse.
And miss. Man, these two over here on the left are not doing super well.
Well, they saw
I'd
their
like to
friends
point
get
to-
annihilated.
I would like to point out here, if I got an over 20 on any of these, I would be doing an additional d6 of damage. They're kind of nasty. All right, well, your turn collectively.
Apparently
All right,
archers do damage
so,
on a miss.
So, priority here, since the Hornet decided not to be the first one that acts.
Oh, right, reliable 3. Right.
Yeah, I feel like I should finish the job here. So
Yeah,
as a
go
full
ahead.
round, as a full action, since I am still attached, just shred again for 2 more heat. No dice rolls are required for that. It would only be rolls if it tried to shake. And I've gotten the heads up on it.
All right. It is reached maximum heat.
So Clarkson just manages to wrangle this thing firmly out of control and just like furiously staples it to the hull of the ship to deal with later.
Okay, so it turns out that NPCs actually don't explode when they reach their heat cap, but they do become exposed, which means that they take double damage from everything. So actually, one more turn of jockeying and you do like the physical damage to it. Gotta tell you right here, that will destroy the mech.
All right, I'm now just looking up the strict elements of what else I can do while I am on foot. Waiting on the ground, that thing that you're really not supposed to do because it's very unwise. Please don't. So here I am on round 2 of it. You can jump off as part of your movement on a turn. It is still move and act. So... Alright, yeah, I think I've done enough here. And I will... Let's go ahead and... How much speed do pilots have while they're on foot?
Not sure.
I think it's 4. Yeah, I'll leap off of the Hornet and just get behind Witchproof.
Gotcha. You have like fists full of just mech bits in your hands right now, tubes and wires and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, yeah, it's based on your hard suit, light hard suit as you move 4. If you're in a mobility hard suit, it's 5.
Yeah, it says on your character sheet in either
Mm-hmm.
Roll20 or on CompCon.
You can have chosen whatever hard suit you want, obviously. All right, well,
Well, yeah, my next thing to do is to remount the robot next turn, so... Supposing there is a next turn left, everyone else might just clean up.
I'm gonna go ahead and have the pirate act, the Hornet act. Then, if you've disengaged now, you absolute motherfucker, you. Goddamn! Even if it fired
Carson's
on
just
you,
standing there looking back, just what? What, round 2? You want to go again?
The worst part is that the Hornet is so like weakly equipped with an actual like attack, it couldn't kill you by shooting you, like at all. You as a person are slightly tougher than the mech is.
That's what I thought.
On the other hand, there's an unpiloted mech over here right now.
Oh, you want
You know what?
messing with my truck?
The Hornet is gonna grab Witchproof and it's just gonna start to fly away with it, or like grabbing it by the leg and just like hopping off.
I feel there has to be some sort of penalty for a half-size unit trying to grab a size 2 unit.
Oh, you can't drag something that's bigger than you are.
Oh shit! Right. Fuck.
Yeah, about this.
But you're also in 0G.
Yeah, as I was saying,
So,
you got to give it like a severe
Yeah,
penalty.
the
towards
compromise would
movement if you're
probably
doing
be
that.
like it's slowed.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Now the Hornet's still very fast, thankfully, so it's still gonna move 3 away,
I
and then it's
realized
going to
close
fire as
enough.
well.
the only ranged attack that you have down there right now is an RPG.
And then it's going to turn around and fire onto pay up, is the idea.
Is this still within range for Ty's anti-material rifle?
Yes, but he has to reload still.
Oh,
Hey,
I thought he did that
what's
last
the
turn.
range on these turrets?
10. So yes, it'd be able to fire on it.
Oh wait, hold on. Pilots on foot can mount as a reaction?
What?
I'm seeing all the quick summary. Hold on, let me look back and see again. Pilot actions. Pilot actions drop in the same pool. 1 standard move and 2 quick or 1 full. You can split up your actions, etc. Pilots can take the following actions using the same rules as mechs. Boost, hide, search, activate, skill check, disengage, prepare, and mount. Pilots can overwatch and use the fight action when they do so. Okay, so there's contradictions here. Like the summary for other actions, for pilot actions. Oh wait, actions and reactions. Never mind, I misread.
Okay.
Tired
then.
eyes doing dumb word things, as will happen with books.
Yeah, and it's going, like I said, it's going to be firing onto pay up now. 20 plus 1d6 and a plus 1. Okay, yeah, absolutely going to hit you. You only take 1 damage from this,
Oh no. However,
but
will
it
I-
does also do impair you. So you're going to have a difficulty on things.
So if Payup was to shoot a rocket,
It will hit like witchproof as well, yes. Now, on the other hand, the rocket's probably not going to destroy witchproof, but it will definitely destroy the Hornet.
Yeah, feel free. Go for it.
so at the start of Payup's turn, you just hear over the comms her going, "Hey, yo, shoot a rocket at that guy!"
So you're getting a leadership die to do it.
Yep.
Mm. I don't know if I want to be that mean, especially if we need to have Witchproof help us, next turn. So I
It's
guess...
either that or this thing is about to get away with Witchproof. Because it's about to be out of our range.
So it's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can fly.
It's not gonna be-
5
yeah, it's-
tiles. I can.
Okay.
I can outrun this just with
Yeah.
my space.
Oh,
suit.
okay.
Clarkson can actually outrun it by doing this. This is just being a shit,
No.
is what it is, really.
It's just being
Okay,
very
if he
petty.
can catch up and you don't want to use it for that, as an aside, it's not expended. If you don't use the leadership die by the end of the turn, you can just give it back to me.
So hold on, let me see this.
Now, no, I did say that.
6. So it is my turn then, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Moving 1, shooting the pirate with a shotgun.
Oh, okay, you have a shotgun. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go out there if I don't.
I
have
thought
to.
I legitimately thought your only range thing was an RPG.
Now,
That is
Okay.
definitely not hitting.
is extremely going to miss, yes. The Hornet does have 16 evasion. It's very,
Okay,
very
never mind.
fast.
Yeah, even
Okay.
with the D8, that wouldn't have worked.
Well, I tried rocket launcher. Is this ordnance? It is ordnance, so no, I can't do that then. Oh, how many more spaces can I move? 3. 1, 2, 3. I can move 3, and that's adjacent. Okay, well, I'll just do that then.
All right, if you can end up adjacent to it, then if he tries to leave, then you'll be able to hit it. So there's that at least.
Mm,
Oh, I
wonder-
forgot that we can just move out onto open air. I'm dumb. I
mean,
forgot a lot.
If you have the EVA thing, you can.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's
which
gonna
I
be-
do.
Yeah. Let's try it with a hammer, I guess. Actually, is there any bonuses that I get to try to grapple something with a lower size than me?
Hey,
Not
as,
by default, no.
as an aside, you are attacking it. It's not the RPG, but
Yeah, you can take
Leadership
that command die.
take
Whatever.
that command die.
Yeah, I'll try to hit him along with the command die thing with a melee attack.
Sure.
Okay, so
That's
what's
actually
the-
going to cancel out the impaired that he is. So
Oh, yeah.
you don't roll a die here.
wait, you're impaired?
Yes.
Yes, I was impaired last turn.
Oh, okay.
A 13 is actually still going to miss.
As a free action, I'm going to threaten this guy to get the fuck out of here. I'm assuming I can just do that, right? Like, does that have to be a quick action?
You can just talk, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tell him to leave.
Yeah,
I feel I
fair
should
enough.
get some sort of bonus for trying to hit him with a hammer.
It's listen. If you can let me take this, I'll get your hair, no problem.
I tell him that if he tries to go any farther with it, he's getting an RPG next turn. I'm
If
assuming
you can hit
see
me,
the-
you can try it.
I don't need to hit you.
Okay. That was it going. You've gone.
Yeah, that's my turn.
The archer is gone. The ship itself has not gone yet. Okay.
Boat up.
Going right here. And this is going to fire in on. Yeah, why not? It's going to fire in on the turret. Because that actually is slightly easier to hit, even though it does have you have hard cover now.
Mm-hmm.
+2. I think it's +2. It's +1. All right. 1 -2, 1d6 twice. It's, I guess, 2d6s? No, I'll just roll the roll +1d20. Oh my god. Hold on. And yeah, okay, because the 4 is going to apply. That's actually still a miss because these are so fucking bad at hitting. What the hell?
Just glances off the shield.
Mm-hmm. This also has a big shotgun attached to it, by the way. You're in a shotgun duel with the spaceship. All right, well, so it goes.
Now, should this turret that has a really bad chance to hit fucking anything even take a shot at this guy? Now, you guys got that under control, right?
Yeah, focused on
Yeah,
getting
alright.
the boat situation handled.
Gunner turret shoots at the ship.
Okay.
The Hornet doesn't really have options. If it
Actually,
tries to
is a hit.
continue running, it gets slapped. If it is still there when I get my next action, it gets slapped.
All right, so that's your round again.
Oh,
And
wait. Did tie action and Boyk's action?
Ty is doing a thing. He has already claimed that his turn is going to be reloading.
I forgot to
regardless.
unmute in Discord. I've been here for like 5
All right,
minutes.
welcome
so
back.
I've been here for
Okay.
quite a while. I
Go
wasn't
ahead
really
and-
saying a lot for what it's worth. I didn't have much to do, but yeah, no, I've been here. Sorry.
All right.
That's why I didn't understand until then that I had
Welcome
been
back.
Discord muted. I just assumed. Okay, I'm gonna one sec. Where? Oh right.
Yes, you could like reload and basic move.
I'm gonna basic move, which lets me get we'll see. Yeah. I only have 5, so about to the edge. Then I reload. Okay. I'm done.
Reload's a full action.
It
Yeah.
sure
it's-
is, buddy.
It requires
Right.
a full stabilize. Yeah.
I mean,
It sure
Yeah.
is.
I mean, for how much damage
it
that gun
shouldn't be,
does.
but it sure is.
Yeah,
you
I haven't
you
taken
can
much.
spend.
Well,
You can
it's
overcharge
because
to do another
reloading
quick.
is part of stabilizing, which means you also get to, while you're doing this, clear your heat,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you could
yeah.
do repairs if you had taken any damage.
Yeah, for sure. They don't let you break them up though, which is a bummer. But yeah, no, I'm good. I think we're done next turn anyway. So
Oh yeah. Also, reloads all guns. So once you have more guns that use reload,
mhm.
Yeah, plus he's in within range for the anti-material rifle next turn anyway, so.
Yep. If we need it.
Okay,
Yeah, I haven't taken my turn yet either, but
and go for it.
sure. 1, 2. Hey, buddy. 3. I'm just gonna slide on into your DMs.
whoa, wrong person.
Remember that once you actually touch the ice, that is using up the rest of your movement.
Why am I? Oh, I grabbed tie. That's why. Why did it do that? Oh, because they're layered weirdly.
Just so you know, by the way, you can't step on that and then do that again unless you're boosting. Are you boosting?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. So move. I can full action. So I guess okay. So I would have to be what here?
To have gotten like to there first, you would have to use your movement to get there because you spend
Okay.
your full movement when you're doing the ice stuff.
Okay.
Then if you're
gotcha.
gonna move again past that, then you would have to then use another movement.
Let me do this then instead. Oh, I keep grabbing tie. This is annoying.
Hold
there
on,
we go.
let me move you to front so you won't do that.
There we go. I'll just go back to where I was. Okay, so in that case, I need to get. That is in fact 15 pretty easily. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just move 4 here. This is now. To stabilize and reload. And then I'm
Okay.
going to take a heat to do a quick action and skirmish
With what?
with my big gun.
You cannot. You have to barrage to fire those.
For the pulse rifle?
For a super
Yes.
heavy?
For a super heavy weapon, you have to barrage to shoot it.
Oh, it is a barrage. Okay, I'll just reload
Yes.
then. Sounds good.
Reload is also a full action for what it's worth.
Yeah. That's my turn then.
Okay then. In that case, the only thing left to do is now this turret went. Everything else is gone, so we're actually moving into the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right. Round 4. In an encounter like this, I can't let it just end at the very last moment here because it's going to multi-stage thing across multiple fights.
Yeah, the fine points of how much we spend to finish the job is important.
Is actually relevant
Yeah.
over the course of
Yeah.
the mission.
It's the pirate's turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes, actually it is. And you know what? Fucking ship, come on. You gotta do one good thing here. Just really fuck up newbie. Just do it. Just hit newbie really good. You can do it, ship. You've got a good shotgun. What? Okay, finally. That's
Pissed.
damage done.
All right, how much damage do I take?
You will take 5 because it's 6 reduced by 1.
I'm fine. Could you just back up?
Okay.
Well, if I didn't have to go and get someone's ship, or mech, which is being hijacked,
Well,
that could have helped.
my mech
I
is
am-
about to get itself.
And I am acutely and very ready to punch a hole in the side
I
of
am,
this
I am
thing.
ready to go solve this problem of,
Yeah.
okay, it is 4 to move over there while in flight, a full action to remount, and then Clarkson, sliding back into the seat, slams the button labeled, I knew this would happen.
The buttons again. Okay.
This is not, I'm not going to core boost at this point, but I will use initiative, the innate feature, to do a quick as a free, and I'll just go ahead and spend a heat myself to get another quick action into play here.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting 2 quick actions?
Yes.
Okay.
This is one of his talents, and then on top of that, the Everest bonus.
Yeah.
Well, this is the other one I'm just going to get from overcharging.
Oh, right. Everest bonus and then overcharge. Right. Sorry.
Everest bonus and overcharge. Yep, are what I am doing here. Mark that one heat off. And with those actions, I guess I will go ahead and quick tech an invade of the Hornet, since it's just right in front of me.
Okay, if you want to.
Well, no, let's also be more proper here. I will lock onto it and then invade it.
I believe excess heat at this point will just do energy damage. I think that's how it works.
And it's also exposed.
It is exposed. Yes, it'll be taking double energy damage from it.
So, give it the old technology attack with 1 accuracy. Just all available communication systems overwhelmed with log off.
Even if that's not how it works normally, I'm going to rule it as it does at this point. Oh, whoop. I pulled that turret over there. Ooh, okay. Well, that's going to do half of its life and damage just by roasting its systems. Nasty.
All right, back in the saddle, and that's my action.
Does the Hornet book it?
Does the Hornet want to try and take me out of my chair again?
It can't. It can only do that once in the encounter.
That's what I thought.
Mhm.
You know what happens.
There kind of is no reason for the Hornet to stick around. It's drastically outgunned and surrounded, but at the same time, if it tries to run away, it's getting a hammer to do it. So,
I guess to follow up with the threaten that happened successfully, we are here to get evidence that this is happening. We should take prisoners.
yeah, that
let's
would
offer a surrender.
absolutely work.
Let's offer to take a surrender off of this.
You know what? The Hornet will absolutely take that if you want to offer it.
Just raise beam rifle after having done this. Just fall off your horse.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's going to count as out of the combat for that one then.
All right.
There is still these two fuckers back here though.
Mhm.
The ship actually technically is multiple fuckers.
Yeah, they have several crew.
Well, let's see if I go down.
The ship is already fired, so it has to be
The
the
ship
archer
fired
firing
first.
on you.
Yeah, the only thing
Yeah.
that's left is the archer. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's see then. The archers are pretty accurate, so... This is actually worse than that, because this is a critical hit.
Yep.
Because it's these... And finally get to do this!
You can regular brace against this, though, right?
I
You
could
could?
regular brace.
It is definitely going to be moving into structure damage no matter what here.
Yes.
Yes.
But I will regular brace that.
Okay, fair enough. So, your damage has been reduced from an astounding 9 to,
4, because it would be -1 for the armor and then halved.
yes. Well, this actually applies separately. No, wait, no, it doesn't. You're right. Never mind. Yeah, so you'll take 4 damage, which is going to bring you down to 8 again, but you've taken 1 structure.
Wait, why did it bring me down to 8 again when it reduced me to 0 and then reduced me to 11?
Sorry. Yeah, not 8. That was me remembering your old HP total.
Right, there we go.
11.
All right, so what do I do when this happens again?
We roll a mech structure check. Roll d6.
Is that good?
Go ahead and roll down to the
A
check
2
again.
on structure is system trauma. Throw another die.
Another d6.
Yes.
Where is that on the book so I can just be looking at that myself?
There we go. It's
page
in
80.
the core. It's actually in the rules reference. It's in this first page. There it is. Yeah, roll
Yeah,
d6.
it's also page 80 on the rule book.
Okay, I see.
2. All weapons on one mount of your choice are destroyed.
No. The 2 was the first one. That was
Okay.
the system trauma. The 6 was the second one.
6 is
System of
a
your
system
choice.
of your choice is destroyed.
This doesn't come back after a short rest.
You'll be able to spend a repair to repair it.
Or I could not spend a repair and just be
And just
down.
leave it. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we'll say that this. What does this thing have? A rifle?
A system of your choice. Oh,
Yeah, it has to be a
yeah. No,
system.
the archer has a. It's basically a max-sized light machine gun.
Right. So it takes the shots at me, and they puncture my smoke grenades.
Okay, fair enough. So you're just leaking smoke right now out your ass.
Yeah.
Smoke out your ass.
Yeah.
And that's 1 structure damage, right?
1 structure damage. Yes.
Where is structure? Where do I keep
The
tracking
mech
that?
tab, it's the
Top
top
left.
left.
I
of
see.
it.
Put that
You
up to
start
1.
with 4. You are now down to 3.
Oh, and there's a thing to keep track of what level of overcharge you are for that encounter. That's neat.
How would smoke even expand in a vacuum? It expands out in a sphere.
Very aggressively, also.
Yeah.
Because there's none pressure resisting it.
Yep.
I mean, I guess if a bullet punctured the side of it, it would probably expand in a cone, but
It would expand into a cone, but then
Yeah,
actually
it's-
very quickly turn into a sphere because
Yeah.
the particles are moving in a random pattern.
Yeah.
So
It specifically went out backwards, so I don't get any benefit from it.
you wouldn't have gotten any benefit from anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, story wise.
So it's back on us.
Yep. Finally, I got to crit with this. It's like the entire thing that makes the pirate template dangerous is the fact that every single one of them are able to crit, and I only got 1 of them. Great, good stuff. I want to do damage.
Sorry, do you want to take your turn, Ty?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna rip a hole in the side of this ship if I can.
I would
missed
love
with my
that.
first shot, and I don't intend to miss twice. So it's normally accurate. I'm lying down on the edge of this ice, nice and stable on the edge of the ice, as you do.
Yep, most stable
and-
substance known to humans, ice.
Yeah. It's frozen solid, so it's solid as a rock. Well, anyway,
Oh shit, yeah.
Fuck.
That's a
I
crit.
would like to remove.
So
I would like to remove part of the ship. Thank you.
They are in fact made of
you
matter.
You are going to want to do the dice reroll here because that will not kill it by default. So roll 2 more dice.
roll
what's the
2d6.
roll?
Yeah.
Okay, because I currently have.
You can just press the button again. It'll give you another 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah, right now your damage
Okay.
is
So
4 into 2, so you have
4
another
and
4
4.
there for 8.
So that does 8 damage, which will tear this thing. You'll fire a shot through the ship, and then just like in every single encounter in Legend of the Galactic Heroes, the front falls off, it crumples, and then explodes in a spectacular fashion.
Does the
Gibraltar
archer
does
take
a
any
little fist pump
damage?
to himself, but will never admit this to anyone.
I was gonna say we should probably see if we could take over the ship, but I guess it's a bit late for that now.
It's not a particularly impressive ship anyway. It's
You know,
one
it-
of the-
Actually,
It snaps, ripples, pops, and then later we find out 2,000 people were on it somehow.
it wouldn't have mattered.
26
But
million people died in that convoy raid. Terrible.
Doc, have you been considering the fact that I'm in hardcover, or am I not in hardcover?
Where you are is actually not in hardcover.
Ah, all right, never mind. I guess my leg is kind of sticking out. Yeah.
It's not very clear or obvious here, but where the cover parts end, I've been considering as not being in cover.
Well, I guess whoever has actions and wants to delete the archer,
have at 'em.
go wild. Yeah.
Does
have at
Pay Up have an RPG shot?
Yeah, I still have my big cannon too.
Yeah, I can't really do anything this turn. It's too far away, so whoever wants to go ahead.
Boys, let him up.
I'll move a little bit closer, and then yeah.
You are in pillage mode at this point, and I'm going to go ahead and just do the damage from the turret onto it.
Oh, that one seems pretty good.
Yeah, that's all right, I guess. Oh dang, you rolled a 1 in there. You hate to see it.
I spent a lot of time thinking about how I was going to gear up my mech, and then spent the entire fight dismounted and punching him in the face manually.
Hey, I gave you the opportunity to fist fight a mech, and you went for it, and I really
That was
appreciate
not a
that.
complaint.
Yes.
5 stars. Thumbs up.
Yeah, there you go.
Also, I can dismiss the status effect now. The
Yeah.
shield retracts back in my arm.
I did not enough damage that encounter.
Yeah, those
I
pirates
mean,
are having a bad day.
Y'all are extremely healthy going to the next one, which is a bit of a problem for me. All right, that's fine though.
You did a reasonable amount of damage to the environment.
Yeah.
Hey, you did a structure damage on the tank bot, so
Also that.
Yeah, but you're supposed to do that.
but I'm tanky.
Okay. Congratulations. You've solved my pirate puzzle, I guess.
So
Le Sang Rat Corsairs.
So
That's what it was, right?
Overcharge penalty goes back down to 0 because you get increased danger for doing.
Overcharge, hold on. I actually don't think overcharge might be every long rest as well.
Like the it being a D3 instead.
Yes.
Dang.
Yeah, overcharge resets on long rest.
Oof. All right. I was playing under the assumption that was not that.
It's
You
all
only
right,
used
buddy.
one. It's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't this a long rest now, though? We're done with the...
No.
No.
No,
You're
we're
taking
going
a short
immediately
rest.
into the next mission.
I
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
heat
You're not
clears,
immediately
right?
in the next mission, but you are immediately in, the next part of the mission here.
The long
We
rest
had-
is we get a chance to put our mechs back in the garage for a full tune-up.
Yeah. We
I
have
see.
enough time to spend repair points to
Yes.
fix up the mech.
So, but heat clears now, right? I'm just
Heat
assuming
clears,
that-
yeah.
Yeah.
You can clear
Yeah.
heat. You can clear heat in the middle of a fight. So like that's
Yeah.
no problem at all.
Yeah. All right. I gotta look up how repairing works.
I believe it's two repairs for every structure.
Except for our mechs because we're the mass-produced ones.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you
Yes.
actually
Yeah.
repair.
Those are
Yeah,
one
bo-
for
bo-
one.
Both the Sagramatha and the Everest have the thing of replaceable parts. When resting, they can be repaired at the rate of 1 repair per structure damage instead of 2.
And you don't need to, recovering HP doesn't cost any repairs.
Yeah.
Does it?
So I'm gonna fix my structure, fix that, fix my health.
Hence, if I only did 1 total repair damage in the course of this, it's fine.
I
It's our
feel
first
like
day.
we need less but stronger guys. I think is gonna be the play.
Well, we outnumbered them in that fight. When you count the turrets.
Less but stronger guys. I stand by my point.
Yeah. The turrets. You getting that good roll to get the 20+ roll to get the extra turrets definitely helped.
Also, I just kind of annihilated that first guy when he showed up. He wasn't expecting that.
This was also an encounter with 0 defenders.
Mhm.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah.
Is there something else you can spend repair points on?
If you want to completely repair a mech that has been destroyed.
Oh, right. No. I could spend 2 repair points to repair my smoke bombs if I wanted to. That's what it was.
One, because you're
Maybe.
mass produced, but yes.
But actually, people were saying that you can't actually do that, and I misremembered. You might actually just be down smoke grenades for the rest of this mission.
I'm happy I picked something that I was willing to sacrifice on. See
Plus,
if
we
on
got that cool prisoner friend.
repairing. Rest requires 1 hour of uninterrupted whatever. Clear heat. Clear all mech status and condition to restore half of pilot HP and clear down and out. 1 repair. Fully restore HP or repair a destroyed weapon system. Hey, so you don't heal HP unless you spend repair.
Yeah.
So
and you can absolutely repair a system is what it sounds like. You can absolutely spend 1 to
Two-
A
repair it.
weapon,
Okay, great.
not a system.
nope, destroyed weapon or system.
Or system, he just said, yeah.
Here, I will copy and paste this into the chat for everyone else.
Yeah, it's page 82 of the book.
It's 2 repairs to restore 1 structure or 1 stress, except for our mechs because they're mass produced. And then a complete 4 repair to repair a destroyed mech.
Okay,
if you have the wreckage.
If it costs a repair to refill your HP, I will just leave the 1
Are
damage
you looking at the
on.
full repair thing right there?
What do you mean?
What on page 82? What are you looking at?
Oh, requires a 10. No. Repairing, yes. Here, I will post the full thing. I'm doing this from the hot sheet, but this is the full thing from the hot sheet. The one that's just 4 pages and has like all the everything on it.
Yeah, 1
That's
repair.
actually not in the book.
Repair a destroyed weapon or system. Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of repairs and rest on page 82.
That's
Suspend repairs at the
really
following
weird.
costs.
That's
1
not in
repair,
my
restore
version of the
full
book.
HP. 2
Huh.
repairs, restore a structure or a stress. 4 repairs, replace a destroyed mech.
Oh, you know what? I've actually noticed this before. My version of the core book
Is
is
slightly
an old
different.
version.
Yeah.
Because it's from like a previous. I might have a pre-release book. I'm gonna have to keep. I might actually want to
maybe
keep my
go
physical book
download
open for this
the
kind of thing
full
instead.
version, or
Yeah.
use the physical.
Long and short for what's pertinent to us. 1 point for structure damage, 1 point if you want an HP heal, otherwise HP carries over.
Yep, so I'm just gonna let that 1 damage ride.
Yep, and I'm gonna let my 2 ride because it's 2 damage.
As I will,
Alright,
And
good.
how
Good to
many-
know.
How many repair do you get? Is that like
That's based on your mech. I get 4. I don't know how much y'all get.
where repair capacity 5? Nice.
yes.
Yeah, because I'm supposed to both take as much damage, take more damage, but not take as much because I have the armor. Also, wait, actually, Ty, you might just have something that gives you more repair on your mattering on how you put your stats out, probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because I have +1 on hull. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
I'll do it.
So I doubt we have time to go for another full mechanic, but or another full encounter.
Yeah, it turns out these encounters do take a little bit longer than I was. I need to get into a
no-
better flow of them. I might
Yeah,
want to start
be-
like setting up macros and stuff.
Be more on the ball about. We definitely accelerated versus how
Yeah, we're getting faster at this, but it's still
First
going to be
encounter
a
went.
learning thing.
once we compress out more of the waiting and just do things and slam buttons.
Okay. And
Alright, well-
just confirming this, the overcharge counter is only reset at full repair. Just making sure that, you know.
Yeah, full repair we're not
thing.
doing for another 2 sessions probably, so.
Okay,
Well-
so
Maybe.
I might actually we'll see. Let's I do have one more thing I'd like to do, and that's actually just meeting up with, or rather,
I have some immediate post-mission one action I would propose between now and whatever next scene we get. All right, so we did secure that 1 Hornet who surrendered, so Clarkson will just kind of have situated witchproof somewhere to do miscellaneous repairs, but after taking a look at it, just decide it's fine, that's not so bad. Then walk over to where the Hornet has been stapled down, just knock on the hatch, and offer the pilot a beer.
Pilot actually is going to crawl out, and they are extremely a full-on dumbass cyberpunk gang punksman. We're talking like ridiculous hair and like long leather bullshit
One
going
of
on.
my people.
It's
So-
like if you basically converted a hard suit into a leather jacket, bam, that's the look. It's got studs on it and everything.
So, who isn't paying you enough to steal this brick of ice? And let's just stay cool.
Oh dang,
Try
that,
and relax. Oh wait, that was that accuracy shouldn't have been there. Which fine, that just means a low result of that means I can get something at extensive complication and cost. That is the general idea with all the downtime actions. It is
I don't think stay
9 or
cool.
you always get something out of this.
Stay cool doesn't
so-
apply to that, I don't think.
I would like to answer the question here, and it
Possible.
applies enough. It's fine.
Uh,
It is my decision of whether or not it applies or not, so we're good. Stay cool here. If it's a risky thing, if it's 10, you still get a success out of it with an additional downside in some form. This isn't really risky. So it's basically this is just a success. to get
You're
12.
offering a dumb guy a beer. As a
Yeah.
dumb guy who loves beer, that's not a risky action. That's guaranteed. That just works.
You'll get the you'll get that. Oh yeah, no, dog, we ain't getting really like paid by anyone to do this. It's more just that someone's overlooking that we do this in the first place, and then starts to chug the beer just like right in front of you. Now the thing is that he then realizes this is a lot harder to do in 0G than he initially intended, so he actually has to like wiggle the bottle into his mouth more and actually try to suck it down a little.
are these beer bottles made for null G? Because I feel that if you opened a standard beer bottle in null gravity, it would probably just foam all over you and explode.
And that's the prank.
Got him.
You just hand a surface person an ordinary surface beer to crack open in microgravity and watch what happens.
Yeah, that doesn't have
he-
to be space beer.
He's still pretty down for it, honestly, is the thing. He doesn't mind that he's getting like wet and nasty.
Just drinks it out of the air.
Yeah, he takes a big old chomp out of a floating beer orb.
So
Oh
I'm
shit, dog! I didn't know y'all lawyers were slugging them up here too. That's sick. Y'all slug here? Nice. I love slugging.
Yeah.
Yo, my favorite thing to do is to go ahead and crack down the bottom of it and like just get a big old tube of it all in one go and just like slide on into it, you know? It's just all one long beer tube. It's nice.
I just like to
Alright, so
tuck
yeah.
into a nice long beer.
Oh my god.
Maybe someone else with a more applicable skill can try and convert this prisoner into usable evidence.
Yeah, I
Get
was
him on
about
our
to
side
say,
as a helpful witness.
kind of.
I mean, he gave you one piece there that was actually, you know, a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
It's
about to
not
say
that
to
he-
him, if you would be so kind as to say what you just said to us, to my boss, I could get you a lot of really great beers. I'm sure you would enjoy.
Hey, no,
wait.
listen,
And,
if I'm getting let go once all the rest of that crew just got fucking annihilated, I don't mind if I just got this one and I get a-okay to go. Okay, I'll
Well,
tell you what you want.
I don't think you're going to be able to go, but we could be more lenient towards you in the future.
Go in the long term.
Actually, you had some pretty cool moves there. Do you mind? You know what? We could use you in a future shoot.
Oh, you offering me a job, buddy?
I don't
How
think the
about
boss
it,
is going to
bro?
approve of this.
Hey, officially, we can't offer you
Finally,
anything, but
the 13th crewmate.
Well, hey there, man. If you offer me a job, my name's Nielsen Teenager. If you want to get me into that. You looking for another crewman? You're all way too on for this like freight job, right? You're not shipping folks. Who you employed by?
I'm having nothing to do with this anymore.
Look, that mohawk you got, it's perfect for the stage, buddy. I'm telling you. People will eat that up.
Now, I've heard before people say it's Nielsen Teenager, but listen, it's teenager. You can read it and it says that.
So I just realized while we're talking to this guy, is anyone driving the ship? It's getting closer to the planet.
the ship drives itself.
The ship mostly drives itself, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
Con that pilots it. There is some staff here, but it is not they don't drive the ship.
So
Look, we're being real.
do
It's
you
amazing
know
that this
about the
thing has a rigid hull. Sometimes a freighter is just a foil ball and a solar sail.
Mr. Teenager, do you know about the lawsuit against the planet? Are you taking part in this?
Actually, yeah, I've heard about that. The geopolitical situation on the planet is completely messed up, you see.
Are you from out here?
Yeah. Can we get more information about the socioeconomic situation that led you to piracy?
Oh, well, then, sure, I got a lot of it. I can tell you my life story about this kind of thing. Hey, you see, I'm actually from the planet just way over there. I'm not from Kepra, but I got a pretty long standing history between the two of us, kind of being at each other's throats.
I should not have asked.
Now, I'm not saying like I actually personally have anything against Kepra. That's not my thing. All right. I'm an
I
opportunist.
should not have asked. Gibraltar walks away.
Okay. Well, dang, I was actually kind of interested.
Larkson's still here for this. He knows there's fuck all else to do until we actually reach port.
All right, yeah, he's going to go ahead and give you a quick rundown of the long-standing rivalry between Kepra and the the neighboring planet, who I somehow managed to forget to generate a name for.
Bort.
That's a chumbo.
Oh, my planet is also named Bort, though. Chumbo? And you offer me Bort? All right, its name is Chumbort. Congratulations, you figured that one out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me go ahead and just mark that down on the on this plot thing right here.
The deepest of lore.
Chumbort. Yeah, so it actually gives you like a little bit of a long rambly version to say, hey, Kepra and Chumbort have been at for a very long time. I'm going with it. Don't laugh anymore. It's a serious name.
Now it's a real name of a planet, and you have to respect it. It's canon,
Got
like
it.
Bigger Luke.
And Nielsen Teenager. You have to respect the
Nielsen-
names.
And Khaki, Gongus? What was it?
Lucky Ganjay, thanks. Kaki's the family name. Ganjay is his first name. Why?
Yes.
Chumbort was also named after its founder, Jake Chumbort. Long line of explorers.
Jacobo Chumbort, thanks.
Jakob of
Khaki
Jakob.
Gongus.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
No, okay, yeah. They've been at each other's throats for a very long time, and there's weirdly enough, that while one doesn't actually have the capacity to launch raids on the other, Chumbort actually does every now and again and steal shit from them. This is among the people of both planets. This is actually very well known, but it wasn't mentioned in the what do you call it? In the briefing at all.
Yeah.
Not by.
I mean, they mentioned too up front, the hey, there's a lot of stuff that's just open secrets in this society that not everyone knows about. I mean, that's why we're going, right? That's our job.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this dude just basically gave us exactly what we need, more or less. He can get that information to us.
Yeah, exactly the sort of gossip we want to signal boost.
Is Salt and Pepper recording this? Because I feel this would be good documentary footage for...
Oh yeah. No, I'm off to the side. I'm trying not to ruin the scene.
I say. As a good documentarian should.
Yeah.
They've been, and the funny thing is that both planets' history only goes back about 150 years. It's not that long ago. It's relatively recent. That is still within second committee time, though. So things were pretty bad back then, and you might have noticed. I don't know if you actually read the full thing over here for Kodomo. She was actually... There was an attack on a protest in the Capitol building on Nikakoa a few years ago. And the attack was done very confusingly by I don't know, no one really knows who the fuck actually is opposing the protests here, aside from being some vaguely form of, right-winged assholes who don't mind that there's human exploitation going on. in some form or another. And that's like the fact that it has history going back that far in their history overall is relatively like short-lived. Kind of explains a little bit why that climate or political climate can exist on the planet. You know.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming no one was really paying attention to these backwater planets anyway when, the third committee shit was going on, so.
Hmm. There you go.
Imagine.
Nielsen Teenager, a name I've been wanting to use since it was one of the first 4 that I wrote down for this game.
Excellent.
There they are.
So do we hand over Nielsen Teenager to the people that are piloting the ship, or do we have to actually drag him around with us when we go Planetfall?
You don't have to drag him around with you when you go Planetfall. You can probably just leave him somewhere.
Can we though?
You could drag him around Planetfall if you wanted to, yeah.
If any of you have a spare SP for your frame, you can actually have it have a second cockpit.
I could probably add that actually.
Which Proof can literally
Which Proof
store
has
his mech.
room for a roommate.
Yeah, you can literally just put his mech in there.
Yeah.
Does
Oh, that's
Teenager come with Clarkson?
Can Witch Proof deploy a teen as a special action?
Oh, he's not a teenager.
Oh, his
Just
name.
named teenager.
He is like in his late 30s. He's extremely not a teenager.
Can he
His
spend a
name
special
is
action
Teenager.
to deploy a teenager, as in the family?
To deploy Mr. Teenager.
Mr. Teenager.
He has no reason to fight them, but I guess you could.
Yeah, just like as soon as things have cooled off from the fight, Clarkson is like entirely okay with this though. Like he's just giving pointers. All right, so like here's your mistake though. Yeah, we had a fist fight over an ice brick. These things happen, and now we're just 2 sailors just hanging out on a barge.
Hey, I mean, listen. I know I'm a pirate, okay? Like, the fact that I can get away from this without, like, any major damage to myself or even really to my mech, I'm actually quite comfortable with this this outcome, even if all my buddies are dead. And I'm really buddies.
Well, not
Listen,
all
it's
of them
the
are
kind
dead,
of
some
buddies
them
are
just
you
left
kn-
you to die.
It's the kind of buddies where, like, you know each of them, and you don't hate each other exactly, but also every single one of us knows that the rest of us are all pieces of shit.
Does Hearth Walnut know anything about this? About having many identical coworkers he can't tell apart?
Hold up. Let me roll one of my backgrounds here. Nah. Maybe a little.
Listen, I'm not gonna go ahead and stick my neck out for y'all. That's not happening. But if I could get offered a job.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it for sure. I think you're
Like,
perfect.
I'm talking about, like, payroll, like, right now, though. If you do, I'm willing to help.
I'm going to attempt to charm him, I guess, with my wily charms and talk about all of our massive ad space, billboards on asteroid belts.
Ask him if he knows Premiere.
Yeah. Have you heard about Premiere? It's a thing I use.
Oh, go ahead and give me the charm. Roll those dice, motherfucker.
Whoa!
At 20, actually.
The CS2 good.
Yeah.
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 Hey,
Sure.
what's your workflow like?
Yeah, what's your workflow like? Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, like, I
portfolio.
haven't done any video editing since I was like 12. But I mean, I was all right at it. I made some really cool, like stick figures fighting each other.
Hey, do you know why sewer covers are round and not squares? If you can explain that, I'll give you a job.
What is this, a Fang interview?
Well, I mean, it's because, like, if they were square, I mean, they'd be putting a whole bunch of force on one of the points of them, right? And it'd be it caused more fault lines in the cracks and whatnot. Whereas if they're round, it's a lot more stable of a shape, right?
It's actually just because it's very easy to turn a square in such a way that it falls down inside of a square hole, whereas it is very hard to do that with a circle. But I like where your head's at, kid. Salt,
That's
set
right.
this guy up.
The square.
You're saying the
All right.
circle goes in the square hole?
Long and
Yes.
short of it is that with that charm, you can convince him that you got him the job without him actually being on the payroll yet.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so he's
I
an
know that's
intern.
what you were going for.
That is basically what I was going for, yeah. We'll figure out the paperwork later.
Oh, hell yeah, let's get in there.
We made a friend.
I guess, yeah, you now have a little hornet buddy as an ally in the upcoming fights.
Can we
And if you
cyber
manage
it
to
be
survive
a
all three-
deployable unit for Loon? I feel like Loon deserves it. It's extremely.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
If
Just
you
launch
manage
my
to
option.
fucking, if you manage to keep him around for two more encounters and he survives, hey, he might actually be a real employee. Who knows?
Yeah.
You have to be an intern first.
He's an intern first, yeah. You gotta get the coffee for, you know. He'll get there one day. One day, kid. Who's
Listen, I did
30.
this really cool thing where I made, Vegeta, who's when he's screaming at the rain and ready to turn, and just before he turns into Super Saiyan, he does like it's like the scream, except like instead it's the start to, dang.
What Linkin Park song?
No, it was Papa Roach actually. You wouldn't go and do the ooh wah,
That's not Papa Roach.
disturbed, right? Shit.
Sure, yeah.
Papa Roach's last resort, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
there we go.
This guy obviously
Yeah,
doesn't know his
yeah.
classical music.
That's an annoyed grunt. Yeah. Whenever we get the chance to actually figure out all the paperwork and stuff, I will definitely give him my top, like, you know, towards the job. But yeah, for now, sure.
Okay, yeah, there we go. At this point, I guess we could do any more, but I mean that's actually a pretty good place to stop off, I think.
We have
Yeah.
adopted our first Robo son.
That's true.
Welcome to the team, our first Robo child.
One of the most important
collectively.
traditions of table games
To many
is
more.
promoting random NPCs to mascot.
We call him a child, but he's older than my character. He's probably older than most of ours.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's younger than Salt and Peppa.
Yeah, I'm technically like 50s.
The author decided to intentionally leave Gibraltar's age vague somewhere in 30s to 50s. No one's really sure.
All right, from whose frame of reference are we measuring age? To discuss Clark's and Isaiah's age, first we need to talk about the curvature of space-time.
Apparent age. Subjective age for the person. Okay, whatever.
Is Clarkson a spaceoid?
Clarkson is absolutely a spacemanoid.
Look, see, that's just another way that planets are controlling the way you think. You have to break everything into years. What's a year? Nothing. It's just a number.
Really nice thing about this actually is that it's going to allow me to really fine tune up the next encounter, because while that one I was a little bit more careful with, this next one I was not. And this one allowed me to actually really think more about it.
All right.
Cool, sounds good.
So next time.
Oh dang, next time I might get thrown into the fire.
Maybe literally thrown. We'll see if you play your cards right.
I'm glad with where this went. This was good.
Yeah. Due process.